The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed.
Hey, what's up, chat? What's going on? Welcome back to another Monday Eve. Today we're doing a stream. No Nerd Theory today. Josh is sick, so he sent me a text about an hour ago saying that he's not feeling good. So I am going to be doing what I always did, just doing live streams, chilling out. Mark might hop on in a little bit. By the way, shout out to all of you that blew up the Spotify. Over the last few months, you guys have been really watching a lot, which is great. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. So if you don't know, I do have a Spotify. I have everyday new videos, new episodes, and you can go check them out there at Star Wars Theory. So what is Darth saying? You scare me. So anyways, today's news, we got something interesting. Let me try to share my screen here. All right. So it seems that the whole Reylo thing is actually getting a bit of a spin-off. And it's not in the way you think. It's not like Lucasfilm approved or whatever, but they're taking well, let's just read. It's more common these days for an author to be inspired by a popular love story and write one of their own than ever. The Dakota Johnson-led 50 Shades of Grey movies is based on erotica that started as Twilight fanfiction, and the afterbooks and movies are based on Harry Styles fanfiction. The latest movie that will be influenced by imaginative shippers is The Love Hypothesis, a best-selling romance novel that began thanks to Star Wars Reylo. So they're taking the characters of Star Wars and they're like taking the whole fanfiction thing of like Rey and Kylo and putting them together for this story, which is going to cover like a bunch of like chemistry nerds or something. The Love Hypothesis is not a sci-fi romance set in Jakku. The story follows a third-year PhD candidate named Olive Smith, who is a cynic when it comes to lasting romances. Olive gets wrapped up in a classic rom-com scenario, finding a fake boyfriend in Adam Carlson, a young hotshot professor, also and well-known ass who agrees to take part in the charade with Olive. Anyways, so all you Reylos out there, I bet you're like super happy about this because y'all getting something official, and this has been picked up by Netflix, and it's going to be turned into a movie. So that's pretty cool. In other Star Wars news, as you can see, we are getting a new Inquisitor book coming out next summer, and I don't really know anything about it. This is actually the first time I'm reading about it. I saw a post, I think from Del Rey, and I guess we can read about it now. Since Star Wars Rebels in 2014, the franchise has consistently featured Inquisitors as threats for Force users and veteran Jedi to face off against. Created by the Empire with the express intent of capturing or killing Jedi that managed to survive Order 66, the Inquisitors have only recently begun to feel like a credible threat they're often built up to be. And like space pirates of recent history, the Inquisitors are continuing their growth in prominence with a new novel. Announced at Star Wars book panel at New York Comic Con, the upcoming new Inquisitor novel, Rise of the Red Blade, will focus on Iskat. Similar to Reva from Obi-Wan Kenobi, Iskat is an Order 66 survivor who was forcibly conscripted into the Jedi hunting program. And she's similarly... Oh, it's a she? Okay. And she's similarly not entirely bought into the Sith mindset quite yet. With the goal of learning about her past and figuring out where she came from, Iskat sees the Sith as a means to an end. Penning the novel is Delilah S. Dawson, whose previous Star Wars credits include the Galaxy's Edge tie-in novel Black Spire and the backstory novel for Captain Phasma. Rise of the Red Blade serves as the first time that the Sith Inquisitors headline a novel of their own. Up until this point, they've guest starred in various Darth Vader comics and been antagonists in different novels, shows, and video games. There's still much about the Inquisitors that remain in the dark, such as their strange hierarchy and what, if any, kind of connections to their past lives still long for. Since our POV character will be one of them, hopefully a little more insight, more light is shed on the organization. Okay, well, if anyone's interested in that, we have a book on new Inquisitors. So I guess they're just making more and more Inquisitors. We never got full information on all of them. So there's like a whole bunch that we don't really know about. And we saw some in the comics and they just died really easily. Like, y'all remember which one was it? The issue with Master Bar? Where he like killed a bunch of Jedi. I think it was the 6th brother that he killed. Anyways, I guess they're making more. So yeah, There's a bunch of Inquisitors. I still want to find out what happened to the ninth Inquisitor. I don't really know yet what happened to her because we saw her in Fallen Order and she just fell off the cliff. But she is my favorite Inquisitor of all because she's big, broody, looks badass, and she got like her arm cut off. I think she got her leg cut off too, or was that someone else? Anyways, it'd be interesting to see what they write about this guy or girl. I don't even know what species that is. It's not a Zabrak. What was that? Oh, dude. You guys remember in New Hope there was that devil creature, and we also saw him in The Mandalorian? Oh, what was his species? A Davaronian? Davaronian. Yeah, dude, a Devaronian. There you go. Okay, yeah, this guy. Yeah, it could be this. She could be one of, well, she doesn't have horns, so maybe not. Maybe not. This dude. No, so maybe not. What the hell is red? I don't know. Oh well. So, what's going on with you guys? What's new? Cole says, "Why do you think Disney thinks a Raylo movie is a spin-off worthy of making rather than a Django?" Disney's not making it. It's just a company. It's just an author, and then Netflix is picking it up apparently. So, yeah, I don't know. The hell are you guys saying? Also, Mark, yeah, Mark might hop on in a bit. We'll see what happens. It's just going to be a chill show tonight. Just going to cover some news. Really, there's no news, man. Star Wars has been quite slow. But, anyways, what do you guys have to say about all this? We back. What the F? Who wants Raylo? We want Luke Soka. Man, you guys and your shipping. This is why all this is happening. So it's kind of interesting in the sense that like if official Star Wars doesn't make a show or a fan fiction, let's say that fans want, someone else will capitalize on that and they'll take the characters and be inspired from them and just like shapeshift them because there's no copyright around that, right? So we'll see what happens, dude. Like, what Zack Snyder's doing with Rebel Moon. Like we talked about that a few weeks ago, and that seems to be like some Star Wars inspired thing. So, and Netflix took that on, right? So we'll see what happens with all this stuff. It's not like I feel like we're living in a world where so much is like Star Wars was inspired by Dune, and there's so many things that are inspired by Star Wars. So I don't really think the buck will necessarily stop with just Star Wars. I think there will be so many other projects that will come along the way that are inspired by Dune, Star Wars, anything sci-fi, and they'll kind of just make their own thing, and it'll be pretty neat. It'll be pretty interesting in a sense. I just time traveled here from 2005. I just saw Revenge of the Sith. I loved it. I cried. I'm a 13-year-old boy. Couldn't wait to see how the story ends. The heroes I looked up to are Obi-Wan, Luke, and Boba. Any recommendations on what I should watch? Yeah, go watch the go watch episode 8, bro. Yeah, just jump straight into it. Jump into The Last Jedi. You know what, chat? I was talking to Mark earlier about an hour and a bit ago, and I think I like Book of Boba more than Andor so far. What do you guys think? Okay, spam B for Boba and spam A for Andor. I mean, I know it's not fair to Andor because it's not done yet, but look, there were some really trash episodes with Boba that didn't feel like it did him justice all that much, but there were some really great episodes too. So I'd say it's like 90% of you saying Andor is better. Okay, let me say this. The episodes of Boba that were really good, I felt like were better than any of the Andor episodes that we've gotten so far, right? Like the first 2 episodes of Boba, I think were great with the whole the Sand People arc. It was awesome. I really enjoyed that. But then it just got super slow and lame and didn't really feel like Boba at all with the whole whatchamacallit. Cyberpunk people. She's from the Vader comics. Oh, well, that makes sense. Wait, is Josh actually gone now? It's been 2 weeks without him. No, he's sick. So he texted me an hour ago saying he's sick and he can't make it. So Raylo, really? What update? What's up, Mansplained? Let's be honest, nobody cares about Raylo. Even the actors don't. Hey, man, there's a lot of people that care about it, and if they're gonna take that inspiration and they're gonna create their own sci-fi thing, or create not even sci-fi, create their own like nutty professor kind of vibe, sure, man, whatever. You do whatever you want. It appeals to someone, and that's the thing with Star Wars is that there's gonna be things that appeal to some people and things that completely don't appeal to the other group, and that's totally fine. It's just let's hope that we get at least some diversity in the content that they release, and it's not just all catered to one side of the group. Screw Raylo and Luke Soka. I'm all about Psy Snoodles and Zero the Hutt fanfiction. You guys are crazy, man. Chat, give me a list of things that you want to see in Star Wars going forwards, like the new shows going forwards. Like, what would you like to see? I mean, I know we have Tales of the Jedi coming out in 2 weeks. So, for example, I would love to see a young Dooku and Qui-Gon movie. Okay, let's go over the list. We got Andor. All right, that's going to take us probably till the end of November. And then we have Bad Batch, January 4th or something like that. That's 16 weeks long. So assuming we get like 2 episodes in the premiere, it's probably going to be like what 15 weeks or whatever. So that'll take us into April or May. If my math is right, I don't know, I'm not really counting. But then that means that we're supposed to get Mandalorian in February, but they've completely taken the date off of the Mandalorian season 3, so they probably moved Mando into May, I would imagine, and give us that for May 4th or whatever. And that would line up with Star Wars Celebration in the UK around that time, around the spring. So I could see Bad Batch taking us into Mando, and then Mando taking us into what, Visions? And then Visions would take us into, but Visions is just like a one drop. They won't drop all the episodes. And then we would get what the hell? Ahsoka? We haven't even gotten like an announcement for Ahsoka yet, but I imagine it's probably going to come out in the fall or the winter. And then I'm thinking Acolyte could probably come out. I don't even know if Acolyte would come out next year. I think it would probably be like 2024 or something like that, because we haven't heard anything. We haven't seen any pictures, nothing. At least with Ahsoka, we've seen some stuff, right? Raylo has to happen. Star Wars is about love. Yeah. Right. Hype for Theory Sabers. Hope you're having a good Monday, Theory in chat. Andor needs to pick up. Last episode, only fun scene was the TIE fighter flybys. Yeah, look. So far on Andor, I think the show has a really high production value. And I want to know what you guys' thoughts are too on Andor. I think the production value is high. I think the slow is super boring. The show is super boring and slow. I think it just needs more Star Wars. Like, it doesn't. How do I explain this? It's a spin-off of a spin-off, and it just feels like it's calling upon Star Wars themes in the sense that it's just like you got the clothing, costumes look like Star Wars, like for the officers and then for the Empire. The knobs and buttons look like Star Wars. The music doesn't feel like Star Wars. The planets, you got a couple that feel like Star Wars, but the whole overall story in itself, so far, haven't really seen anything that's very Star Warsy. It's just essentially a heist of people, and then the purpose is to just steal money from the bad guys. That's really it. It's the Italian Job in space, so to speak, which is fine, but I can see why people aren't really so captivated by it as Star Wars fans. I think it's going to draw in a lot of like regular people who aren't necessarily too into Star Wars, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, this show's interesting. But so far, I haven't seen much Star Wars, and that's what I'm seeing on like comments and live streams. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens going forwards. I'm still going to keep watching. I think the show is very promising, and I think it has a lot to offer if I'm seeing it right. But so far, it's just slow. It's a slow burn, but it's. I'm still watching. I'm still invested. Like, it's not done horribly. It's good. The only thing that excites me about Star Wars is the game that is coming, and that is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The shows don't do it for me anymore. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, in March. Yeah, that'll be good. So maybe Bad Batch will carry us through into March. Okay, let's see here. January 4th. So we got 4 weeks to February, 8 weeks, 12. Yeah, 8, 12. Yeah, no, that'll go into May, man. Yeah, that'll go into May, and then I guess Survivor comes out in March, and then they're probably going to release Mandalorian because there's no way they're going to have Mandalorian in tandem with the Bad Batch. I just don't see them doing that. So we'll have to see what happens. But I can't wait for those live streams, man. That's going to be really fun. It's going to be great. Mr. Morty says, I'm not enjoying Andor. I'm hoping Mando Season 3 Toage is loved by all. Oh, Tales of the Jedi. Side note, finished Dragon Ball and halfway through DBZ right now. I see why you got sleeve. Oh, yeah. Well, Dragon Ball has been like just as impactful to me as Star Wars since I was a kid. Yeah, don't talk. Dragon Ball Z wasn't like all that popular back in the day. It wasn't huge as it is today. Like now it's like so mainstream. Back then, like you you got made fun of for watching Dragon Ball. You got made fun of for watching Star Wars. It's like anime, what? In the 90s, it's like it wasn't really all that huge in North America, I guess. Well, maybe for kids. I don't know. Grievous show or movie would be fire. Or maybe I just surrounded by assholes. Who knows? I think my super chat was missed. I sent it in before the live started. Did YouTube steal my $9.99? No, dude, I saw that you sent $9.99, but it didn't show anything. So I don't know what you said. So yes, it stole it. Who could you see portraying Quinlan Voss in a live action role? I would love to see a return to his character sometime down the road. Your thoughts? I was thinking Jason Momoa. I don't know. It's got to be someone Native American. Got to be someone, yeah. So a lot of people say that he's black. I don't think so. Like as I said, I got my buddy Nigel Redpath, and he's Native, and he's like, dude, he's got to be 100% Native American. I'm like, yeah, I could see that too. And we did see him in the Phantom Menace. Actually, let me try to pull it up. Hold up, Quinlan. Do you guys know the scene I'm talking about? Yeah, man, right here. Check it out. Boom, baby, Quinlan, right there. Quinlan Voss. It's wild, hey? George even put him in there in the very beginning. So he is canon. He exists. And his power is pretty neat too, because he has psychometry, which is just like Cal Kestis's ability. And I don't know if they like copied it from him or they like got it from him or whatever. They're just like throwing it in there. But his ability is, I think, even more developed than Cal's. Because he was like the original one that did that in Star Wars, I think, for us at least, maybe not in the timeline, but he's able to touch any object and can feel what that object has been through, who has had it, whose hand it last left, and really like the pain and the suffering or the whatever emotions of that object that was stored from the previous owners, which is a pretty powerful ability because you can track things. So he's like a tracker in a sense. He's kind of like the Witcher. So I think that's pretty neat. So, you know what? Even give me like a Quinlan Voss show and his whole arc with Dooku, his whole arc with Asajj Ventress. If you didn't know, they were in love, and in the end, she sacrificed her life to save him. So there's a really, really interesting, like honestly, it could be like a love story if they want to make one, but it would be action packed. It'd be great. I'd love to see that. Seems to me like the Andor fans just coping. 2 40-minute episodes with nothing happening isn't build up. It's just a boring show. No, there is build up, but it's a very slow build up, and it's interesting because I feel like they really pick and choose when they do their build ups. So, like for Kenobi, for example, there were moments where it was just so slow. And then there were moments where it was just moving so fast, and we weren't really focusing on Kenobi all that much. It was just a lot of exposition with Riva, a lot of exposition with Leia, and there was some with Kenobi. That there were moments that were really impactful, really emotional, and fit the character really well. But then there were others that were used just like it's all over the place kind of thing. And I feel like with Andor, it's just all slow so far. But a lot of people like it. If you like it, good for you. If you don't like it, good for you. Is anyone else getting really tired of the constant storytelling focused between episodes? Why can't we make movies set in the distant past? What do you mean? Oh, I see what you're saying. Like between the right? Between episode 1 to, or I guess 1 to 9. Yeah. Well, I think that's what they're planning on doing. I think that's the whole point, right? In the very beginning, they wanted to hire the Benioff guys, the Game of Thrones guys. Which, by the way, are you guys enjoying the new show? I still haven't checked it out. They were going to hire them for some Old Republic stuff. So I think it's in their plans, and I think the Taika Waititi movie was going to be all about that as well. So, but I don't know if he's still doing it. Just started watching Dragon Ball for the first time. Never seen DBZ or Super either. Enjoying it so far. Goku's being trained by Roshi right now. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, you'll love Dragon Ball Z. A lot of people like Dragon Ball Kai. Chat, spam K for Kai or Z for Z. I like Dragon Ball Z because I think Bruce Faulconer's music really makes the show even better. But a lot of people love Kai because it cuts out a lot of the slow stuff that you don't need. But man, if you were a kid in the 90s and you were watching Z and you got the Bruce Faulconer music and you go through it, man, it's like, no, freaking it ends on like on a cliffhanger, and then in the next week it starts, and it's just like there are moments that are super slow, but I get they had to do that, they had to make their money. They had to prolong the episodes, extend them out so that they could, fill more ads in and, give us what we have today. And in the end, of course, it worked. I'm glad they did, because without that money, they wouldn't have made Super and, everything else that they did, everything else they're doing. So fine by me. I'm really enjoying making content on my Dragon Ball Theory channel. Like, I am loving it. I'll show you guys. All right, go sub to my Dragon Ball Theory channel. Let's try to get to 5K if we can. I'm gonna release another video tonight. So I'm at the point in the manga where I think I have like 10 chapters left. I got like 10 issues left until I'm fully caught up. And Vegeta has now achieved, spoiler, which you guys probably already know because this was like a year. I think I'm a year out now. He has just achieved his new form, and it's freaking sick. It is badass, dude. It's wild. I want to know how he like goes further with that, because he learned it from Beerus. And I love the fact that Goku is learning from Whis, which is like a totally different style of fighting, and he's learning Ultra Instinct, and then Vegeta's going back to his roots. And he's learning from the God of Destruction. He's learning from Beerus, and he's just freaking, it's such a cool form. It's like a mix between Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan 3. The look of it. It's sick, man. I love it. If they could stop making up new Inquisitors, that would be great. What are they? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, man. They're kind of going crazy with the Inquisitors, hey? Oh well. Look, they want to make all these spin-off characters, right? And you know what? I like their books. Their shows are hit or miss. Their movies are hit or miss, but their books and their, well, I can't say the comics anymore. The books are fun. Well, at least Dooku Jedi Lost and Master and Apprentice. I'd like to see a live-action movie of one of Clone Wars missions where we see Hayden and Anakin and someone as Ahsoka, then Dooku played by Charles Dance. Hold on, let me put chat in here so you guys can see too. Between episode 1 and 2, show with the Jedi Council. Yeah, look, they could be milking the crap out of everything, and for all we know, they might have stuff planned. They might be working on a whole slew of stuff, whole slate of things, but we don't know yet because they don't really announce stuff. They don't really talk to the fans all that much and let us know like what's going on. And I guess that maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's good or bad because they have so many things already that they've announced, like Mando 3, Ahsoka, Acolyte. But beyond that, we don't really know what else they're working on. So I kind of wish we did. I think that would be nice. But 3, will we ever see Ezra and Thrawn? Yeah, of course, in Ahsoka. That's going to be like the whole plot. So Ahsoka is now going to find Ezra, and she's going to have to probably come face to face with Thrawn. Excited for my pink Order 66 hat and beanie. I finished The Shadow of the Sith not too long ago. I really like the Lando Luke storylines and think it's totally worth checking out. Also, would be cool to see a young Palpy movie. Yo, Garrett, thanks, man, for the support. I'll be donating half of the profits for the pink hat and beanie towards breast cancer research, a breast cancer charity, and I'll show proof of that once October finishes. So I haven't read that book yet, but I gotta say I would love to see a young Palpy movie. I think that's probably my number one on my list of things I would love for Lucasfilm to create is a young Palpatine movie. The Plagueis novel, hands down, my favorite. I think there's so much cool lore. There's so much interesting stuff in there between Plagueis and Palpatine. Frickin' Dooku, Qui-Gon. There's like meetings with Plagueis and Qui-Gon and Dooku, like in flashbacks. I think it's sorry, not flash. It's great. It is fantastic. Fun fact: Hayden's cousin Eric Christensen used to play for my favorite junior hockey team, the Brandon Wheat Kings and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, really? Pittsburgh Penguins. That's fun. What's up, Muna? Thanks for being a member. Star Wars has always had love. Reylo's just got a bad name. I don't know much about them. I just know they want Kylo and Rey to be together. That's really it. I don't really dive deep into it. Would you rather know when you die or where you die? I don't really care. When I die is when I die. It is what it is. Palpatine had a secret kid. Why not Vader and why not Anakin and Ahsoka? Jesus Christ, dude. Andor isn't for me. Hoping Mando Season 3 and Tales of the Jedi is loved by all. Side note, finished DB and halfway through DBZ for the first time. I get why. Oh, did you send that twice, Mr. Morty? Thank you, man. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I did. Let's do a poll in the chat. Let's see here. Okay. What should we do? Okay. What are you most excited for? Let's do Andor, Tales of the Jedi. What do you guys say? I'm gonna go on a limb and say Tales of the Jedi, but I know a ton of people like Andor as well. So I'm still waiting for the show to pick up. Honest, I'm loving Andor. It's refreshing me from the fan filmy feel of Kenobi and Boba. Best show so far. My highest hopes are for Ahsoka. Love you, Theory Tune Review. Thanks, Campbell. And remember, if we don't have an episode here, there will be an episode on Spotify. So if the days that I don't have episodes here, there are episodes every day on Spotify. So go check those out. It's just Star Wars Theory on Spotify. I guarantee you'll like it. I've had a ton of reviews, and I appreciate you guys. A lot of you guys, like late night guys that like work graveyard shifts and stuff. Truckers, all you guys, I feel you. Never gonna happen, but I want to see the Heir to the Empire trilogy in Clone Wars style animation. You know, someone did that. A fan went out and did that. They did an Heir to the Empire animated movie, and it's actually pretty cool. So go check that out if you guys want. It's out there. The fans have made a lot of cool stuff, and it's all canon. It's like canon accurate stuff. Also give the stream a like. Thanks, Kath. Appreciate that. Tales of the Jedi is shorts of shit. No, dude, how could you say it? Tales of the Jedi, I think, is going to be really great. I'm kind of pissed off that it's just such a short show that they're going to drop 6 episodes and they're each like 10 to 15 minutes, probably with like 4 minutes of credits. Super lame, but hey, we're going to do a watch party regardless, and it's going to be fun. You're going to watch all 6 of yes. Yeah, all in one sitting. We're not going to drag that out. Yeah. We're going to go one after the other. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. What's the poll? Damn, 78% say you're all more excited for Tales of the Jedi. I thought it would be a little Jesus, okay. I thought it'd be a little more like closer to 50-50 kind of thing. Like a 60-40. What's up, boys? Says Star Wars Sith. Theory, I just got in my breast cancer Order 66 hat, wore it today, fits like a dream. Ordered 2 more colors this morning. Gonna rock them all in London at Celebration next year. Right on, dude. Well, I hope I'll see you there. I'll try to be there, man. Oh, geez, there's that thumbnail. There's that picture again. Lucas, these movies wouldn't be made if I was in Hollywood. They'd be turned into some kind of formula. I'm able to tell the story the way it's meant to be told and not based on what market research says. Did he say this? Because that is so accurate. Someone highlight that. Clip it. Devil of Dallas. Thanks, man. I'm watching Resistance right now and it's good. Wow, I'm glad you like it. It didn't catch me. I never watched it actually, so I just saw it from the trailers. I was like, yeah, I'm not into it. I was 6 when Clone Wars came out, and that was my childhood. I feel for the kids now who don't get what George had his hands on. Clone Wars got me passionate about Star Wars. You know what? I think George was the most passionate about Clone Wars once he was done with the prequels. And if you think about it, the Clone Wars is the last thing that he really worked on. I mean, he had treatments for so many shows that he was going to do, and he had actually started episode 7, believe it or not. And that's a fact. He had actually started episode 7, then he was going to sell it to Disney, but he ended up just selling the whole thing with, you know, freaking Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy were saying that they were going to use his scripts, his treatment for the sequel trilogy, and they paid him money for it. They bought it from him. I don't know if that's to pull a wool over his eyes or whatever it may be, but if you go into the Paul Duncan books, Star Wars Archives, episode 1 to 3, there's an interview with George Lucas, and it's the latest one, I think, from 2018, 2019. I did a whole video on this about a year or two ago, and it's George's entire sequel trilogy treatment. So you guys can go check that out. But essentially, Darth Maul was to return, Luke Skywalker was to create a new Jedi Order, and the void that was left from the Empire was essentially a massive void of just a bunch of like gangs and stuff like that, and stormtroopers that were kind of running free, and they were trying to make their own little hierarchy on whatever planet they were at, and their own little sect. But in the end, Darth Maul would come in with his unbelievable power and his crew, and he was going to train Darth Talon. So in the end, Luke Skywalker would fight Darth Maul and maybe even Darth Talon, and I'm sure Luke would have his own band of Jedi that would fight alongside with him. And Leia was going to be very prominent in that trilogy as well, apparently, and it was going to be pretty interesting. So, would have been neat to see. Maybe they can make like a, I don't know, like a 3D version or something someday. All CGI. Dr. Dakota Scorpio says, Fantasy, give us some more Star Wars lore or Legends reality. Nah, you're getting a Reylo movie. At least they're consistent and disappointing fans. Yeah, but look, let me clarify. It's not Lucasfilm that's doing that. It's just another company. And I think Netflix is buying it. But the fact that it's inspired by it is pretty interesting. I don't think Star Wars will flourish again until an epic visionary like Denis Villeneuve is allowed to make a trilogy set in a different time period. Nuanced like Game of Thrones and Dune. Love you, Theory. I love you too. Yeah, look, what I foresee is John and Dave doing some incredible stuff, but at the end of the day, I think what people want is something new. And I think there will be someone new that comes on the block and creates something absolutely amazing, and it gives the old Star Wars feel that we had without this corporate shill kind of energy that Disney is pushing. And it'll stay true to what George had in mind, I feel like, and it won't be that like that formula kind of thing that the previous gentleman here just mentioned. So we'll see what happens. I think the future will be very interesting for Star Wars and Star Wars esque material. They showed us Ray's psychometry in the entire sequel trilogy. Yeah, she had it too. But do you think those she didn't exhibit all that with like every single? Well, I guess she did. The dagger. Yeah, yeah, guess so. Yo, Richard! Don't be surprised if we get a Han Solo TV show. Pre New Hope, Disney has a tendency to always go back to that well. You know what? I didn't mind the Han Solo show or movie. I didn't mind Solo. It was okay. Did you guys like Solo? Wasn't bad. Wait, let me what? How do I Ah, okay. It's a little better. Little better. Little better. Uh Ooh. Jeez. You think there's an easier way to Yeah, StreamYards has some things that I think they can work on. Oh man. Okay, Kratos was huge for me growing up. I'm a God of War Lord super nerd. Dude, do you have a God of War channel? Sad Sony gave God of War to Amazon. What? Did they? Is this new? What, dude? Oh. Oh. Wait, where are you getting this from? I don't I'm not seeing this. Oh my god, they did. They freaking did. Wow. It's wild, dude. Crazy. Yeah. Well, God of War was really big for me too. Hey Theory, it's James and Bethany from the other watch party. We are both super glad that your channel is good. We felt so worried that they had finally beat you. Not yet, my friends, not yet. But yeah, we'll see. I hope you guys are doing well. And congratulations again. It's awesome. If you guys didn't know, they super chatted last week. I believe was it last week or 2 weeks ago, and Bethany has just beat cancer. So awesome. Love hearing that kind of stuff. How do you like the abhorrent pace of Dragon Ball Z? And how do you like the abhorrent pace of Dragon Ball Z and talk about Andor? Well, that's your opinion. I think the pace of Dragon Ball Z, while it's slow, is still very interesting. And also, it's anime. It's very hard to, I would say, compare anime with live action. It's just a different world. You're much more forgiving with cartoons than you are with live action stuff. And let's be real, Star Wars has a certain precedent. It has the first 6 films, and it has the Clone Wars of things that we're used to. Dragon Ball Z doesn't have that. It's always been slow paced in certain moments. And really, Dragon Ball Z is all about the sick fighting. So you're just waiting for that. You're waiting for the action. It's like John Wick in a sense. Whereas Star Wars has a lot of story, but it also has a lot of action and it has a lot of turmoil, drama. So you're okay with that. However, at the end of the day, there are now so many different Star Wars projects that it's very hard to kind of seclude one over the other, right? Like Revenge of the Sith moves very fast, whereas A New Hope moves much slower. Andor, if we're connecting it to those films, is like molasses. So when you have this sort of expectation that things are supposed to move what you're conditioned to, which is the first 6 films, you're gonna be like, "Well, why is this like this?" But Dragon Ball Z, you're already set in stone that it's going to be like 20 episodes of a dude powering up, and you're here for it. You're here for the characters. And also, you have to remember that Dragon Ball Z, you're focused on the main characters through the entire show. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. It's all about Goku and Vegeta, basically, at the end of the day, with the supporting characters of Piccolo, Gohan, and everyone else. So it's focusing on the main guys. So really, whatever is happening, you're like, okay, cool. At least it makes sense because it has something to do with the story, the main dudes. It's like if Star Wars was all about Vader and Anakin, you'd be like, okay, well, at least it's about the main guys. So it's really important. But I feel like with Andor, like to be frank, I don't give a crap about Andor. I don't care about him. I don't care about the characters in Rogue One. Sure, they're cool, they're interesting, but if you compare them to Darth Vader or Obi-Wan Kenobi or Ahsoka or Count Dooku or Yoda, they're irrelevant to me. They're expendable, you know? And yeah, so I think it's all about what you're used to and what your precedent is, what you've been kind of built to No, with Star Wars, which the first 6 films were they had their own pace. But with Dragon Ball Z, it's completely a different story. What's up, Stephanie? There's no Rayblo movie coming. God, that's a knife in the back of the OC. Oh man. Which arc has to be your all-time favorite? For Dragon Ball? What do you mean, Dragon Ball Z, or you mean Dragon Ball? Well, my favorite Dragon Ball Z arc is Frieza arc, is the Namek arc. Cell is pretty cool. Majin Buu's pretty cool, but there's nothing that hits as hard as Frieza with that first arc, man. With all the forms he was going through, and with Vegeta, and that was his like first real character development where he was starting to open up to Kakarot, and then Goku turning Super Saiyan, and then the planet Namek just being destroyed basically, and there was like a time limit. It was like it's like 5 minutes until Namek explodes, like 50 episodes later, but you were there for it because it was just exciting, and you're learning more and more things about the Saiyans, about Frieza, about Goku's abilities. It was for me as a kid watching, I was so captivated by that saga. So, yeah, but I can talk about Dragon Ball all day. Same with Star Wars. X Ace is looking to buy the Legacy comics and possibly more. Does anyone know a good place to buy them from? What, like hard copy? Ooh, eBay, I guess, but just don't get scammed. I'm really liking Andor, says Tom CH, but I think the biggest mistake is releasing 1 episode a week. Disney should adopt the Netflix way of releasing all at once or in parts. I believe that way it wouldn't feel this slow. Okay, so but here's the problem. Disney is very much about making money. They're very much about making their shows and their products, but in the end, they are a company to make money. And in fact, I know of a story of someone who got hired at Disney, and the like leader or whatever was like, "Hey, like get it out of your head that this is a family company. Like we're here to make money." So, mind you, that could have just been one bloke in the whole thing who's just being like a jerk. But at the end of the day, they have different teams. They have the imaginative team, the creative team that makes the stories, and then they have the people above or whoever it might be that handle the money, that look at the funds and look at how much is this going to make all the marketing decisions, so to speak, which I think is bullshit because what do they know about story? So if they were to release all episodes at once, I think that wouldn't make them much money, as much money as what they're doing now. But then that goes to kind of make me question, how does Netflix make all that money, right? If they're releasing all of the episodes at once, and same with Cobra Kai, you just consume all of it at once. I don't know. I'm not in the streaming business like that. Like I don't know how it works necessarily. And if anyone here is, dude, let me know. Write in the comments. Like, how does this shit work? But I just feel like, they really want to drag it on. And I think this is why they delayed Andor a month, is because they didn't want it to coincide with She-Hulk. And then they're delaying Andor, so they're delaying Bad Batch, so they're delaying Mandalorian season 3. It's just delay after delay. Monetization glitch of Saturday scared me too. Some of my vids are still not reporting the revenue for Saturday, though, which is unusual. Yeah, Darth Caden. Don't know what's going on, man. It's very weird. Very, very weird. I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. But I don't know. I'm here to look, as I said in the stream a couple days ago, whether I'm making money on the channel or not, I'll still be making Star Wars content. It makes no difference. And the plus of that is that you guys can all just go to Spotify. So that is the place where I would, if something were to happen on YouTube, I would just exclusively upload on Spotify and exclusively upload for all join members. So that's pretty much my like backup plan, I guess. But I'm looking to really ramp up the Spotify. So I want you guys to go over there and listen to the episodes whenever you like.
always a bigger fish.
But yeah, shout out to all the creators in here that were freaked out on that day too. Because yeah, just imagine waking up and like everything is gone, everything you worked hard for. You know, like it's a weird feeling. I'm making my own Star Wars film. You are my inspo. Much love. Are you allowed to share the names of your team in case I want to reach out? My team is fully busy making my fan film, so I ain't sharing anything. They got no time as it is. But I appreciate that, dude. Best of luck with your fan film, man. Star Wars show approved by KK, Ray, and Revo. Not gonna lie, you got me hooked with Audible from your ads. Ever since I listened to Dark Disciple, I've been dying to see that. Love animated movies like Clone Wars. Audible's great. I love it. Yeah. I love working with them. I like working with companies that I use their stuff, you know? As you can imagine, I get hit with so many ads every day for this much and that much, and I just turn them all down because I don't want to peddle shit that I don't use to you guys. Like you guys come from my content for Star Wars content, for Star Wars coverage. I'm not going to hit you with like an ad here or there. And I know some of you don't mind, but I'm only going to do the ads that I actually use. I'm only going to advertise the products I actually use. So, yo, Mr. Morty with the 99. Thanks, dude. Yo, Theory, I love your content. I'm looking to get into the Star Wars novels. Which ones would you suggest I start with? Start with Plagueis. Really great one to start with. It's a little before the Phantom Menace, and you'll learn a ton of lore. So go right into it. And then, you know, Dooku Jedi Lost. Darth Bane, if you want to start even further back. Amazing novels. Master and Apprentice is fun. Heir to the Empire, if you want to go there. So where the fun begins. What's up, Rusty? How you doing, man? And shout out to all the members. You guys have blasted over 1,000 members just in the last month. It's only 99 cents, and you guys will be getting tons of Vader Episode 2 coverage, tons of art, which is costing me thousands and thousands of dollars every week. So for 99 cents a month, which YouTube takes 30% of, deeply, deeply humbled. Thank you so much if you decide to become a member. There will be tons of stuff that you'll be getting worth your money for that $1 a month or $12 a year. I have an idea. What do you think about a show that follows a normal clone being in major battles of the Clone Wars? The show would go into how battles impact the clone and make him question the war. Yeah, see, that's what I actually liked with The Force Awakens and what I thought was going to happen with Finn. You know, with his whole story of being a janitor or whatever, and then he has that moment where he's just all like, "Whoa, where am I?" I think that was him snapping out of something. I think he was brainwashed. I think he was force sensitive from the very beginning, or maybe he was a Jedi or something like that from the temple, and the Empire took him in and tried to brainwash him or something like that. So I think there could have been a really interesting story with Finn. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it, dude. If you want to go for that, why don't you make like a little fan fiction? It'd be fun. Hey, Theory, keep up the great work. What would you say to someone who just told you Attack of the Clones is bad and the dialogue is terrible? Oh, dude, I've had that told me a million times, especially when Attack of the Clones came out. I remember it was 2002, and this kid named Jesse told me about it in grade 9. And he's like, I was like saying how great it was, and he's like, ugh, you don't know acting. And I'm like, man, get out of here. But look, that's the thing. And I think we're going to get a little deep here, but I think, you know, that's something with today's world is like because of Twitter and because of all the social media crap, it's like people can't really, they feel like they got to have an opinion on everything. And so I think it's very difficult for some people to share their opinions because they don't want to be shut down. But you just have to remember that like what you like and don't like what you don't like. Whatever you do, let people have opinions because not everyone is going to be like you. Not everyone's going to be going through the same thing as you. Maybe someone is going through a really tough time in life. And let's say The Last Jedi really brought them hope and brought them whatever, who am I to say that you're not a real Star Wars fan if you don't like The Last Jedi? I'll never say that. So maybe for them, like, it's on a different level. But for me, it's not. It's on the level that I didn't like that film. For me, Luke Skywalker coming back in Mandalorian season 2 was a really big moment, and for whatever I was going through in life, which I know of at that time, it was really a sense of hope for me. And a lot of people made fun of that. A lot of people online just trashed that, and that's their lack of understanding of maybe what I was going through, or maybe how much that meant to me. And so I think a lot is a lot of people are hypocritical online, and so I think if someone doesn't like something, just let them not like it. You don't have to correct them because there is no correcting. It's just a form of opinion. So let bygones be bygones, man. Like, hey, I don't like Attack of the Clones. It's the dialogue's terrible. Like, okay, well, it's your opinion. That's it. You don't have to correct everything. You don't have to change everything to your point of view. Able to contact Lucas to help make your movie? No. I don't think so. Yeah, let me just call up George. Glad you're still monetized, bro. May the force be with you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I want to see a new with during the time of Mando, maybe some force sensitive from. Well, you guys remember that we're going to be getting a Mandalorian inspired, like a bounty hunter inspired game. Who's it from? Ubisoft? Maybe some force sensitive from unknown regions that stumbled across Sith spirit and was trained. Yeah, that'd be cool. Can you imagine a Star Wars series with a young Yoda set like 700 years ago? Yeah, well, I think that's what's going to happen with Grogu, with Baby Yoda. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Would you consider being my Zaddy? I left the Zaddy application form with the receptionist. If you could fill that out for me. I don't have a receptionist. And no, I won't. Do you think we'll ever see a live action Bendu? Probably not, dude. He's probably too difficult to explain for normies. You got to realize there's so many normies now that are watching Star Wars that they're just getting into it. And if they're like Bendu would come in, I think he's such a like mythical being that people would just be, what? Who's this? So what I'm saying by that is I think Disney is taking a lot of consideration into um, tailoring shows and content around what can be more understood. Like they're not making shows for like crazy sweaties. They'll drop little Easter eggs and little notions that like a sweaty could understand, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's meant for the old hardcore fans. It's meant for a more broad and general audience, which as you can see now, there are many different Star Wars fans. There are a lot of newbies in there, and you can take from that what you will. But yeah, I'd like to see Bendu. That'd be cool. There's no mythology and philosophy to Andor. Well, not yet. Look, it's very early in the show still. We've only seen half the show. Which you'd imagine some more stuff would happen, but this is the pattern. This is the formula with Star Wars shows is that they just give you the bare minimum. And with shows, they want to drag you along as much as they can into the next week's episode so that you continue the subscription and you keep it going and you're on the edge of your seat, so to speak, or you're at least intrigued, and so that you keep paying and so that you see the next episode, see the next week. And then there's another episode. There's another show of something else, Marvel, whatever it might be. So they just keep going back and forth on Marvel and Star Wars, and then they'll release something like random, like Kardashians or something like that. Best setting for a new Star Wars RPG game? I think Old Republic would be fun. John Gray with 5 bones says, hello, I never donated to one. I've already subscribed, but you are the first. Well, thanks, John. It means a lot. Can you make a reaction vid to HFP's The Chosen One video? Thanks. I think I've done that already on the gaming channel. So you can check out my gaming channel. It's called Theories Arcade. And I do reactions. I do fun stuff. There's vlogs and gaming, of course. We did a massive run with God of War and with Spider-Man and with like every other game. But right now I'm really feeling Black Ops 2 Zombies, so I'll probably play that tonight too. If you could pick one random character from the Star Wars universe to have a movie show on, who Who? Unbeset Hearth? Who's that? This is not one of those cancel things, is it? God damn it. Oh, okay, no, it's not. Woo! Okay, Set Hearth was a human dark Jedi active during the decades following the Ruusan reformations of the Galactic Republic, formerly a Padawan of the Jedi Order. His master, Aru Ren, was slain during the waning days of the Ruusan campaign in the New Sith Wars. Oh, cool, dude. People also search for Darth Cognis. Oh, he's related to Endidu somehow? What? Darth Cognis, also known as the Huntress. I'm going to show you guys. Also known as the Huntress, is a Sith and the second antagonist turned villainous tritagonist of Darth Bane, Dynasty of Evil. The final novel in the Darth Bane trilogy from the Star Wars universe. She was Darth Xana's apprentice and Darth Millennial's master. To Darth Endidu, about 6 years ago, I made a video on this guy, and he's pretty cool. Darth Endidu, also referred to as the Immortal God, King of Prakith, was an ancient humanoid male who reigned as Dark Lord of the Sith and was dubiously thought of as the forebear of the Darth title. The guy was like a mummy. He didn't really die. Well, Darth Sion doesn't really die either, but I digress. So, anyways, you want me to pick a character from the Star Wars universe, have a movie or show on? Would be Plagueis. Each and every time. Love your content, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Captain Hauser. Hope we get to know more about your backstory soon. Not gonna lie, your hat is fire. Thanks, man. Hey, the purple ones are back on sale if you guys want. Just popping in. No Nerd Theory. How you doing, my guy? I'm chilling, dude. Yeah, no Nerd Theory. Last week I was busy. This week Josh is sick. So I'm just chilling, doing my thing. Kind of doing what I always did before Nerd Theory, before Rule of Two. By the way, Rule of Two might start up again. So Mark and I have been talking about it, and yeah, I think it'd be fun. Let's see if he even messaged. God, I miss Mara Jade. Much love from Norway. What's up, Norway? What's up, Grand Admiral Olav Norsli? Never been to Norway. I'm gonna be in Germany in January. If anybody here from Germany, maybe I'll do a little fan meetup. We can get some Bratwurst und trinken Bier. No. Okay, but Komari Vosa is an interesting character, and Lucasfilm and Disney is kind of taking an L, but not adapting her into canon. They're creating so many different characters right now that I think it would be great if they just kind of focused on the ones that have already been established. You know, like we don't really need this new Inquisitor book. Sure, it's interesting or whatever, but I'd like to see more about, you know, building upon the characters that we already know. But then some people might say that's boring. But then again, Lucasfilm is a huge company where they'll create whatever they want. They can create stuff that's some people deem as boring, which is what I'm talking about, or they can create other stuff that, you know, a lot of people like that they think is new and refreshing. Jonathan Davis or Mark Thompson? Both are good. I like Jonathan Davis, but Mark Thompson's fine too. So can't really. It's whatever. Hello there, Theory. I have a business opportunity for you. I contacted you on Insta and email. P.S. My Insta is the same as my YouTube. Goodbye there. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but thanks. Honestly, bro, I'm super busy with stuff going on right now. Like I'm working on my Sabers, I'm working on fan film. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm working on my Spotify. Like I don't have time for anything else on my plate right now. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Unless it's something like mind-blowingly cool, but I don't really want to get involved with anything else at the moment. I'm too divided as is, and like working on my other channels and stuff. And Leia Full Potential and Padme versus Rey and Riva. Oh my god, no, no. Yo, new members. What's going on, guys? Thanks. Wait, how many members did we get this stream so far? What the? We have 9. Wait, is it 90? No, it's 9. You've all failed me. The hell's 9? How dare you? How dare? Oh, 10. Okay. Well, at least we're in 2 digits. I really want to see an Imperial point of view show movie. I feel like that's what Andor is, kind of, with Daedra. Andor's like covering like several different characters. That's why it's interesting in a sense. Is this clickbait or did I come off a 12-hour work shift for Raylo movie? Shake my head. Also, grats on the monetization fix. On the subject, kind of thoughts on like a Star Wars Elseworlds where Bendu equals Watcher. Oh, that's kind of a cool theory. I've heard of that one before. The Bendu being a Watcher. You know, the first version of Star Wars, I believe, from George was called the Journal of the Wills. And there were supposed to be these deity figures, and they were supposed to be the ones that was watching the events of Star Wars happening a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And they were watching the story of the Skywalkers. And that is why everything focuses on the Skywalkers. So there's a theory that R2D2, for example, was recording everything for these wills, these godlike beings that were watching the archives of the Skywalkers, which was happening a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So we still don't really know if that's true or not. You know, it could very well be that everything that we're seeing is they're all just archived events and they have already happened. So that's kind of the cool thing about Star Wars is that not a lot of people know that that's how George wanted to start it all out. I'm in need of new prequel theories. All right. All right. You guys want me to get back on the prequel videos? You guys remember a few years ago I was just like hammering prequel videos because I was so interested. I want to get back to that. I want to get back to the old videos. I just feel like the interest for a lot of people has changed. And so like I remember like uploading a few prequel stuff and people aren't really all that interested anymore. And at the end of the day, I do want to fund Vader episode 2, so I do want to make videos that people are watching because in turn, that's what keeps the channel alive. But at the same time, maybe I'll just do both. I'll just make old vids, and I mean, I could always resort to what some other people are doing and just re-upload old videos, but I don't want to do that. I think that's lame. Gotta work, keep going, don't change, love you. Hey, have a good shift, man. Have a good day at work. Thank you. I would like to see something on the Infinite Empire. Wouldn't we all? The fact that they mentioned the Rakata in episode 2 of Andor was really surprising, and it was really good. I like that they did that, but I like that. Set Hearth apparently figured out essence transfer. Well, I guess he didn't do it well. He dead. Why is it so zoomed in? It's making me uncomfortable. Freaking the whole time, I didn't even notice. It's like, hey guys, welcome to another episode of Star Wars Theory. Today we're gonna talk about I don't know, random stuff. All right. Theory, you know I need a first 30 autographed saber. Okay, so the sabers right now are all in the States. And they were manufactured and shipped out. And now they're in the States, and they were with Jesse Kyberphonic, who programmed them all. So the reason there was a delay was for a couple things. I'm gonna make a full video on this, but I didn't like the way they looked. I didn't like the way they looked, and I didn't like the soundboard. It was a cheap ass soundboard. It wasn't good. It wasn't impressive. It was lame. It was boring, and I didn't like the look of it. So when I was originally going for that electroplated look, I thought it would look completely different. And when I got it, it just yeah, wasn't a fan. So we upgraded the whole board. Well, not even upgrade, we replaced it. It's a GHV3, which is the best board in the world, arguably, and fully customizable. It is better than NeoPixel, in my opinion, and had it programmed with tons of different sound fonts, just like all the other companies do, but ours are a little more special. And then it was sent to Starlight Sabers, who is making them look completely different. So there's no more of that electroplating, the rainbow color. That doesn't exist anymore on them. They look pretty badass. I'm putting leather on them. I'm changing the whole look, the grip, the feel. I want you guys to be able to make some sick twirls and swirls with them. So this one is essentially designed for that, for lightsaber twirls and stuff like that. Like, having fun. Shit we would want to do as kids. So I'm gonna reveal what it will look like in the end. But it's a first 100, and then the first 30 right now are the ones that we've done, and we're changing the look of them. Now the next 30, and then there's gonna be 70 left, so we're gonna cut it in half, 35 and 35. Those first 35 after this 30 are gonna look different than this previous 30, and then the next 35, the final 35, will look different as well. So I want them all to be different. But in the end, it's costing us a lot of money for each saber, a ton. So that means the price is going to go up, but you're going to get a much more unique saber and a higher quality finish, and you get the best soundboard in the world. So it's going to be up there with the best sabers that are being sold on the market. And it's also a Theory exclusive, which I think it's great. I think, you guys have made this community. And when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, it's because of me. I think it's because of you guys who have made Star Wars Theory what it is. What it is today. The biggest YouTube channel for Star Wars. Yo, thanks, guys. You ever listen to Blink-182 back in the early 2000s? Yeah, of course. Bro, I was born in 1990, man. I'm 32 years old today. I grew up on those boys. All like the American Pie style music. Yeah. Much love, Theory from Northern California. What's your favorite artist for music lately? I recommend E40's newer album and Suicide Boys. Oh, I haven't heard his new album. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Pop Smoke. A lot of 50 Cent, as always, but that's like a staple. Linkin Park. Yeah, a lot of Pop Smoke lately. Be honest. How do you feel about Star Wars at the moment? I don't feel good. Yeah, I don't feel good about Star Wars at the moment. I think we're grasping at whatever we can. We're like a starving child who sees like a breadcrumb, and we're like, oh my God, this is so delicious. I feel like that's what it's like right now. I'm gonna be real. It's what it is, man. You got to make Reylo theories, set the trap. Let's bring the trap. I would like to see a new Star Wars story in style era of Disney's Treasure Planet. I just want something new and different. I think, what's that new? The Skeleton Crew? I think that's going to be quite different. That'll probably be what you want to see. ZWD. ZWD. What's up, Nicholas? I see you in the chat. Happy your channel is monetized again. Do you think we will meet a familiar face in the upcoming Andor episodes? Love your work. Yeah, I think, well, I don't know. Maybe not. The guy said there's no cameos, so or fan service or whatever that means. So I don't think, maybe not. I think it would make sense if we saw Palpatine and Vader and stuff like that, but we don't need to see that. However, it would be cool. Rewatching Game of Thrones really makes me wish they would have went that route with Book of Boba Fett even more. Who would you make a show about if you could? Plagueis, young Palpatine. I'm gonna die on that hill. I'm telling you. What's up, Tom? What's good? How is buying your sabers going to work? We'll do it on my website. So we're going to create a landing page, and we're just going to have them for sale, and it's going to be like buying anything else online. So, yeah, that's it. They're going to look good. They're going to look really sick. I don't want to release just like any crap, so that's why this is taking so long. And also, this isn't you know, like the major saber companies, they probably do orders of what, like 50,000 sabers or something. We didn't. We. I'm being real, bro. We did an order of 100 sabers, custom made. We didn't go with some generic cookie cutter, you know, batch of sabers that's already existing out there, which would have cut costs and, you know, all that stuff for sure. And, you know, I could have sold them and made like a good profit, but I really want to make something that's I'm putting my name on this, you know. I want it to be something special. And if it goes somewhere, great, man. I'd love to make more sabers. I've always been a major saber enthusiast since I was a kid. So this would be like a dream. However, if it's just this one-time run, I'm lucky that you guys are interested in it and you buy this and that'll be even more rare, more exclusive. I guarantee people are going to be buying this and putting it on eBay and inflating the price. I know that's going to happen, but it is what it is. You know, that's what they do with master replicas. That's how I get my master replicas. But yeah, it'll be very exclusive. It'll be one of one. It'll be one of 30. I would love a show based on Jedi between CWRS. Clone Wars versus Rebels. Hello, it's me again. Just want to let you know that you keep my day going with full-time job as a content creator marketer. Thanks for always being the highlight of my day. P.S. Please make an Obi-Wan saber. Well, I don't know how the you know what? Okay, chat. You know what's really interesting is some of these saber companies, they are like ballsy as hell, and I don't know the copyright around that part where they have sabers and they write Vader, they write Anakin, they write Obi-Wan saber, and I'm like, how are you guys using the names? Just so bizarre. But I'm not going to do that. I'd probably just like be a little more safe about it, you know. But because you do want to be respectful at the same time, you don't want to get sued. So. But look, if this saber sells out, which I believe it will, I think it's going to sell really well. I'll make a cool design for the next one, and it won't be this design. It'll be something new. Each time it'll be something different. I do want one, but I really want it autographed. Also, if you like rap, a real rap artist to listen to is Mac Dre. He was the real king of the Bay. Oh damn, that rhymed. You a rapper too? Mac Dre. Okay, well, I'll check him out. You really want one autographed? Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm gonna have one saber, and Mark will have one saber. So I guess that really leaves like 28 sabers. So really, it's not 30. It's even more limited. So, I mean, I guess I don't want to sell mine, dude. I'd sell it at like a stupid amount, and I don't want to do that to you. So I'll probably just have to have one shipped up to me. I'll sign it and then ship it to you or something like that. Unless I think they're all going to sell out real quick, but we'll see what happens. First stream in a while with a calm flow of supers. You going to do another God of War 18 playthrough before 11.9? Yeah. Yeah. I think I will. I think I will, man. I think I will. What's the price of the sabers? We're looking at $700 to $750 per saber. We think that's extremely fair compared to some of the sabers out there that are charging $1,000 for the same kind of electronics. So the point of this isn't to make a lot of money, and we're really not making a lot of money on this, considering the fact that we have a very small order, which means that the price is sky high. And because we've made a mistake in the sense that it didn't turn out the way I wanted. So we're sending it to different people to have it look insanely different and like stripping it completely of what it looked like. So Master says I was expecting a couple thousand, not gonna lie. No, that would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure there will one day be a saber that will probably do for like $1,000 or 2,000, but it's got to be like some exclusive, crazy, like the design has to be cooler than what we have. I think this one is nice because it's an exclusive one of 30, and it's the first ever of Theory Sabers. And if this grows to be a massive company, then it'll be worth a shit ton later in the future. But no, man, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't feel right. Wouldn't feel right. I basically just want to make my money back and a little bit more to put into Vader Episode 2, and then also to create the next batch. So that's my goal with this. It's not like spending money. It's like I just want to put it into the projects that I'm promising you guys. What's up, Teddy? Thanks for the 20, man. Love your content. One thing about Star Wars that gets on my nerves is all these movies and shows keep staying in the Empire to Return of the Jedi era. When will they have a content that's beyond the new Disney sequels? Yeah, I agree with you, and I think that they're eventually going to venture out once Grogu is old enough. And I think once Mando is dead, Grogu is probably what's going to be going on for the next 20 years because he can live to be so old. And I think he's going to have a growth spurt. I'm going to make a video about this in a bit because when Yoda was talking to Luke, um, I mentioned this I think a few years ago. He's only 50 years old, so it doesn't make sense when Yoda was talking to Luke and saying that when what was it, for 800 years have I trained Jedi or something like that, and he was 900 just about. So that means 100 years old he was training Jedi. So we'll see. See you, Thor. Have a good day. It's risky for Disney to do that. To do what? Is this supposed to be your dream saber, the one you would have if you lived in there? No, this is the saber of a character named Sewell. Sewell comes from a very interesting world where, well, I'm gonna have like animation, well, not animation, but art and stuff for this guy, and this is his saber. And we made a fun story, an interesting story around it, and this is why his saber looks the way it does, and this is what he's been through, and I think that adds a little extra story to it. It's an original character. It's not from Star Wars, so she's 70. Oh, crazy! I didn't know that. I thought she was younger than that. Can you show the saber? I don't have the new one with me, so that's currently in the States at a shop being completely like stripped and redone. I mean, the shape is going to be the same, but the look of it is going to be different. It's not going to have that like pearly look. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling that like chrome rainbow look. Hey, Theory, how about you give Mace an exclusive saber for the fan film and then sell that one as promotion? Yeah, I've thought of that. I think that would be cool. However, it would be gimmicky and it would not fit with the story. I would want Mace to have his same saber. Um, it's a great way to make money, but and to offer fans, something cool and exclusive. I just then you're altering the story for like marketing stuff, and I don't want to do that. I just want to tell the story. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. His saber is cool, and I want him to pick his saber back up and find it. So finally, The Rock has come back to Star Wars. Nice. Who's my favorite YouTuber besides yourself? I'm not my favorite YouTuber. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Hmm. Maybe Doctor Disrespect. I don't really have one, to be honest. I mean, both Balin Levine and Gideon are my friends, and I like their content. But I don't think I have really a favorite. Yeah, no. Yeah. I would say Fee Fi Fo Fum if I was a 200-foot giant. Yeah, Doctor Disrespect is cool, man. He really changed the game in the terms of like you feel like you're watching, a character, and that's fun. it makes a lot of the things that he does and says much more forgivable, and you don't scrutinize the guy as much. So he's protected himself in that sense, whether he knew it or not, in today's world where everything is under the magnifying glass and everything is under scrutiny. So I love it. I love what he does. I think it's great. Oh, you said bye to Loki? Okay, cool. All right, fair enough. Love that Gogeta in the background. I saw the Broly movie when it came out, and it was really good, wasn't it? I really liked the animation of the Broly movie much more than the superhero movie. I did not like the animation of the superhero movie at all, but I'd love to hear what you guys think. When will Vader episode 2 come out? So, we have just hired the third storyboard artist. We now have 3. We have, I think, 12 VFX artists, or am I counting that right? I don't know. You guys can correct me. If any of the guys working on the film are watching. I have now a environmental concept artist and concept artist, Paul Bateman, worked on Revenge of the Sith and Harry Potter, and is a good friend of Ralph McQuarrie. Leaving some people out here, but yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. So all the artwork is right now being made, and the storyboard looks beautiful. I cannot wait to have that in a book, and I would love to sell that one day to you guys, or give it away to some patrons or join members or something once the film is done, a hard copy or even a PDF. Um, a lot of the concept art I'm going to be sharing with you guys as join members, and I'm just really excited about the overall project. There's so much to be done, bro. But once we get all this art done, it's really important because it will finally give direction to all of the VFX crew, like what I exactly want, how I want it to look, how it should look, and give them the overall guidance that they need in order to make this thing as accurate as possible to the script. So, and by the way, on Spotify, I will be doing a radio drama for parts of the script. So, if you guys want, make sure to check out the Spotify. It's Star Wars Theory on Spotify, and there will be a lot of exclusive stuff, including a radio drama for segments of the script. I won't be giving anything crazy away, but there will be parts so you guys can actually see some of the material that you'll be getting in, oh, dude, I don't know, like 2 years. It's going to be like $500,000, and it's going to take a lot of time, and I'm only one person. It's not like we have a massive company or anything. So, um, putting all my money into this, my own money into this. So if you guys, send super chats, you guys buy the sabers, you guys buy merch, you guys watch the videos, you listen to my Spotify, you become join members or patrons, like these are all how I will fund everything that I'm doing. So I really appreciate it. And also, of course, live. So we're gonna make it happen, dude. It's gonna be good. What is your most favorite Star Wars show of all time? Probably Mandalorian. Grogu got mind wiped. Maybe that's why he is so much like a child still. Also, when are these sabers coming? And do you watch Hot D or not? I didn't watch Hot D yet, and I haven't watched Rings of Power. The sabers should come before. We'd like to launch before Thanksgiving in the States. So that'd be cool. We'd like to get it ready for Black Friday, but if we can't, I'm not going to rush it because I want them to look really good. It's just the first batch of 30, so it's going to maybe go very fast, but after that, we'll do the next batch, right? And that'll probably be released much faster. Bro, that's one heck of a crew. I'm so excited. Thanks, Rusty. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm really excited. Bro, in a radio drama, you are the man. Yep. Yep, I think it'll be fun to do that. Thank you, dude. Dan's the man says, "Hey man, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you do to the Star Wars community. You really make an impact on people's lives, just like myself." Well, thanks, Dan. It's because you guys watch me. I appreciate it. You guys are the ones that keep me around, dude. What's up, Star Wars Sublight? Will I ever make a Middle Earth theory or Game of Thrones? I don't know enough about those franchises, so I mean, I could hire people to like write scripts and stuff that know about that world, but I don't know enough about it myself, and I don't have time to research at the moment. Yeah, let's do an arcade stream tonight. Yeah, let's do it. I'm down for sure. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. The title's not a joke, but it's being created, and you have to go back to the beginning of the stream. I went over the article. It's not Lucasfilm is not doing it. He is sick. Arcade stream hype. Yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's do it. You got to finish Elden Ring. Yeah, no, but I went back and like I freaking died to that giant. There's no way I could beat that boss on my own. And like my friends don't play it anymore, so I'm gonna need some help from people. You ever met Harry Potter Theory IRL? Yeah, of course. He's my boy. I just hung out with him like 2 days ago. Or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Yeah. Locally surprised Clone Wars isn't your favorite. Well, it's my favorite animated. But of the new shows, of the new Disney stuff, then it would be Mando. The Fire Giant? No, not the Fire Giant. I forgot what his name was. I just played Elden Ring like a couple of weeks ago for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, I can't beat this guy. There's no way. Any plans, ideas to ever create a 60+ minute film? What do you mean? Have a script and record it? I guess. Lucasfilm has distanced themselves from the racist, gross mistake that was Reylo. How is Reylo racist? There's something I'm missing. Elden Ring supposedly has a DLC. Really? No way. So GTA 6 stream? Yeah, I wish, dude. Best couple ever. Where I get the paneling on my buddy made this. Star Wars Theory. Jon Favreau says the origin of Grogu will break the internet and change pop culture, bigger than the Empire Strikes Back with I Am Your Father, and won't be revealed till Mando 4. Huh. Well, really, there's only a few options. Either he's cloned by Yoda, or he's cloned by like cloned by Palpatine and then given to. But the cloning facility wasn't even made at that point. So, well, Kamino was, but or he's just the offspring of Yoda. You know, like Yoda and Yaddle made him. And Yaddle's gonna die in Tales of the Jedi. We're finally gonna see her die in canon. In Legends, she died. She put a bomb, basically like clutched it to her chest, and she just absorbed its energy and like protected Anakin. So, but that's Legends. They're changing it up. Now she dies to Dooku, I believe. General Theory, thanks for all you do and for keeping us peace. Is that? Here's a little funny verse Lord Sidious Terry Silver. Oh my god, dude. Who you got? Okay, if we strip Lord Sidious of all of his force abilities and Terry Silver was kick his butt. Bro Theory, Kendrick has been spamming for there. Who's Kendrick? Once you have your personal saber, can you please do a vid showcasing it? I don't think I will be able to get my own, but we were like, yeah, absolutely. I'll do tons of videos. Tons of vids. And I'll go over the process of everything that we did for it, as well as like twirling it and stuff like that, and like different lightsaber moves. And yeah, I think that would be fun. Take you guys through the process of everything. We're also filming the process of what we're doing to it right now. So, are you feeling the Rings of Power show? I haven't watched it. Watched the first episode and it was boring, so I just didn't continue. Did not continue, my friend. Maybe the blood from Anakin, which Qui-Gon got in Episode 1. He is the clone of Anakin. Yeah, but Grogu is 50 years old, so he's been around for quite a while. Well, hold on here. No, he's right around the similar age as Anakin. Yep. Oh. That would be crazy. What? But then why does he look like Yoda? Maybe they like fused Anakin and Grogu or Anakin and Yoda's genes together. But no, then he would look like a human Yoda. What up, Jeffrey? Just want to say you're awesome, and I've been a huge fan for as long as I can remember, and have grown up with your content. How excited are you for Tales of the Jedi? Extremely excited, and thanks, Jeffrey. That's very nice of you to say. Appreciate it, man. He was born in the same year as Anakin. Maybe that has more significance. That'd be crazy if they use that blood. That's like such a little loophole, but they could. But I think Yoda and Yaddle having a kid together is probably a little just makes a little more sense. Do you think? Would you be willing to take 2 sabers for yourself, autograph it, and sell to me personally? I could reach out to you to buy it. I mean, if you're serious about it, dude, I can hold one aside for you or something. I don't know. Like, yeah. But I guess, yeah, we'll have to figure it out. He'd have to ship it up to me. Where would you want it to be signed? Hit me up on Are you on my Patreon? Or where are you? Are you a join member? Hit me up on well, I'll do more streams before then. We can chat about it. I'll keep it in mind, dude. I'll try to hold one for you. And we can go over the details and everything. Sure. Hey, it's been a while since I've been here. Just curious, is Josh no longer going to be here? No, he is. He's just sick. So he couldn't do the show. He literally texted me like, yeah, hey, bro, I can't stream tonight, feeling a bit sick. I said, okay, man, feel better. Do you like the clone heavy route Disney is taking? Yeah, I don't mind it. What do you mean clone heavy? By Bad Batch? I think Bad Batch is a fun show for sure. I'm a big fan. I'm very serious. I have IG. Okay, hit me up on a DM. Like, I'll try to go through my if you X Ace, if you hit me up on a DM right now, I'll try to go through my my requests, which literally refresh every minute. Bro, what? I get so many dude, this is why I don't look at my requests. There's just so many weird messages. Jesus. So many weird requests. Bro, what's with all the what? What the hell? Yo, what's with all the girls messaging me lately? What the hell's going on here? All right. It's probably all bots. X-Ace, did you do it? Did you message me? Yo, I think a fun stream would be damn, of course, yeah, once I say I'm looking at my requests, y'all just start messaging me. So it's just like 50,000 messages right here. Well, I guess not. It would be like I think it's just like I don't know. Scrolling. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Okay, so Clone Wars or Mandalorian? Clone Wars. What if Grogu is the true chosen one? No. Bro, how crazy it is to see young Dooku, though. I love it. And the fact that Liam Neeson is back to voice Qui-Gon is great. Hey, Theory, I'm glad to be able to watch the stream after a long time. A bit late, though. I didn't go to work today because of the storm that is hitting El Salvador. By the way, where is Josh? Josh is sick. And stay safe, dude. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're hanging out. No worries about being late. That's a good thing about a stream is that it'll stay up. So stay up, King. Star Wars is simply better when it's animated. I think so. I think you're right. Which is a weird thing to say, but I feel like they don't miss when they animate. You should do another donation event with the Nerd Council. I'll just do it by myself. Glad to be a member now. Been watching you for years. I'm not the biggest fan of the prequels, but you help me appreciate them more. Keep it up. Hey, that's great. Cool. Yeah, if you don't like the prequel or you're not a big fan, totally fine. As long as you like Star Wars in some aspect, and that's awesome. That makes me happy. Yo, I love you guys, man. Some of these messages are so nice. Seriously, this is great. Damn, what's with you guys wanting? There's so many people hitting me up for autographed ones. Crazy. I could just go through my requests all day. What's up, Sajid? I see you. I see you. What's up, X Ace? I got your message. Okay, we'll chat, dude. We'll chat. I don't know how many signed ones I would want to do. I don't want to do too many, but I don't even know what I would like. I don't know. I didn't think that's something you guys would want. That's kind of cool. That's my theory, Clone Wars. Kylo is the most underrated Star Wars character by far. Kylo is my favorite character of the sequel trilogy, and one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. What is Sector 37 in reference to the Admiral? We have enemy ships in Sector 37. It's a trap scene. I don't know. No idea. Yep, it's Nate. Oh. Bro, then I just... Okay. There's like... Okay. So I replied to the wrong person then. Bro, I don't even see your message. Damn. Okay, well, yeah. X, I don't see your message, bro. I mean, I see a ton of people saying that they want signed sabers now. That's wild. I love you guys, man. Some of these messages are very sweet. Okay, well, maybe I gotta go over this some other time when I'm not live. Okay, well, Kylo beats Disney Vader in a duel. Don't at me. Everyone at Tom Riddle right now. It is never gonna happen. Kylo would never beat Vader. Triggered. I'm triggered, my worthy apprentice.
I guess I was wrong. There was no danger at all.
Because Star Wars Theory doesn't like the sequels because it ruined established lore, but I think he likes Kylo because he was probably the only character that wasn't bad. I don't dislike the sequels just because it ruins established lore. I just don't like the sequels because it was disjointed and because it made Han Solo like a deadbeat dad and it made Luke Skywalker just an afraid little baby. You know? As Arnold would say, he was a little girly man. He was a little afraid girly man. Sure went with the expanded universe. Yeah, there's different ways of going around it, I think. But yeah. I believe they're learning from their downfalls. You know, there were aspects of the sequels that were nice, like the music. That's John Williams. He doesn't really fail. He doesn't fail. Cinematography in episode 8 was nice. But that's not what makes Star Wars, you know. Star Wars is so much bigger than all of that stuff. So, yeah, it made George's characters look dumb. And from what I've heard, George really despised them. He didn't like the sequels at all. I know people that know him closely, and they said that, yeah, no, he thinks it's an absolute joke. Thinks that they destroyed anything that he had created, in a sense. And I mean, he wasn't at any of the premieres except for 7. Wasn't at the premiere of episode 8 or episode 9. There's a reason for that, you know. Star Wars Theory, the racist backlash of Rose and Reva is not real. It's a marketing strategy used by woke Hollywood to deflect criticism. They don't want to admit they made a bad movie with bad characters. Look, when a lot of racist remarks were sent towards the Reva actress, that's horrible. You know, nothing like that should ever happen. It's blows my mind that people still do that in this day and age, but at the same time, there's people of all different kinds of assholery out there. So I guess I'm not surprised in a sense. That being said, I don't like when people use the argument that if you don't like the sequel trilogy or you don't like a character or you don't like a show in Star Wars, it's because you are an ism. You are either or an ist. You're racist or sexist or whatever. I don't buy that. I don't think that's the majority of people who dislike the reason why they dislike certain things or characters. I think they dislike them because of the writing. There will always be racist people in this world, and it won't matter if it's Star Wars or whatever show or not show, just in everyday life. That will be prevalent. I don't think that has anything to do necessarily with. I think that's a very loud minority of people, and of course they get highlighted, and of course it gets branded as these are Star Wars fans, but these aren't. These are just racist people who happen to like Star Wars. It has nothing to do with Star Wars. They're just racist people. And you have it in every sort of fandom, in every sort of different genre or walk of life or whatever it might be. So I think it's important that we see facts as what they are, in the sense that if a show is garbage or if a character is handled poorly or written poorly, the critique on the character should be solely done on the character itself and the writing itself, and not to be swept under the rug or painted as, oh, the reason this is people don't like this isn't because of the writing being poor, but because it's they're racist or whatever. It's like, no, God, it's just such an easy cop out. It must be easy to live in a world where you can just paint everything as racist or sexist or something. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But I guess it's easy for people to just hide under that. It's a very poor argument. So you should watch Star Wars Iceberg. It goes really deep into lore and real life theories. Okay, cool. Disney PR knows if they gaslight the fans, they can deflect from their poor writing. That's the thing, bro. Same thing with Rings of Power. It's a pattern, and Disney knew Reva was trash, so they attacked fans. Well, no, because she was actually getting attacked, and John Boyega got attacked. by a lot of racist, disgusting comments, which have no place on this earth, let alone as a Star Wars fan. Or maybe I should have said that the other way around. As a Star Wars fan, let alone on this earth. But at the same time, that's not all the fans. That's not the reason fans dislike um, certain characters. You know, those are just racist people who are going to like or who are going to dislike it regardless because they're racist. I think we need to look at, you know, the respectful explanations of why characters suck, rather than just brandishing everything as like, oh, you're an ism or an ist. It's such an easy argument, and I don't buy into it. You know, it's very low IQ thinking. Do you like that? The world has no place for racism. It doesn't, but you know what? I think it'll always be there. Bullies will always exist, and so we have to train our children to rise above that. And hopefully, you know, it'll all dwindle down as time goes on. But I don't, you know, bigotry and racism and stuff will never truly end. We just have to teach our kids and each other to be better. And hopefully it just gets smaller and smaller. Finn should be part of that new order that Rey establishes with Ben coming back from the world between. Finn's a really cool character, and I would have loved to have seen more of him, but unfortunately we didn't. They love to gaslight to hide their failures. Yeah, it's very easy to just, especially in today's world, to throw any opinion you have under the bus and brand you as sexism or racist or homophobic or whatever it might be. I think it's absolutely ridiculous because it's just such a stupid argument. It's like, well, no, I'm plain and simple telling you why this character is this, this, and this shitty. Why it doesn't fit in the story? And it's like you can't just throw all that away and say, nope, you're sexist. Nope, you're right. It's just such a, you see it all the time. You see it on TikTok, you see it on Twitter. I deleted Twitter a couple months ago. My Twitter's gone. I can't get it back. It's pieced out. I am not going back on it. I don't need that place. Every time I go on there, it's just people, it's just all that kind of same shit. You know, no one really can have a proper discussion on there. So I think the best way to discuss something is face to face or at least electronically, like video chat. I think that's the best way. But this texting bullshit, I don't think it really goes anywhere. And I think everything is taken so out of context too. What's up, Jeffrey? See, those you got to be up early for work. Have an amazing night, my man. You are a true champion in the living flesh. The force truly does flow through you, my friend. Thanks, Jeffrey. Have a great sleep and have a great shift at work, dude. Not all sequel fans think like that. I love them because Reylo. Yeah, not all, of course, but you know, the media and whatever focus solely so much on calling fans toxic and Star Wars fans toxic and racist. And so it's like those aren't Star Wars fans. Those are just racist people. They're just doing it to a character that's in Star Wars, or they're doing it to a character that's in Marvel or in whatever. You know, I don't think it has anything to do with being a Star Wars fan. That's not what being a Star Wars fan is. There are so many millions of us that are just normal, nice people, and we have opinions on movies. And if we don't like a character, like it doesn't, it makes no difference what color skin they are or what their sexual preference is or whatever. It just has to do with the writing, and that's all it is. But of course, there will be, you know, that very select minority that are going to be used as kind of like the scapegoat for all Star Wars fans. It's unfortunate that they do that, but it's the fault of Lucasfilm, who brandishes people like that, their fans like that. It's the fault of articles who do the clickbait, who try to get, you know, the massive clicks, be like, Star Wars fans are racist. It's like, no, dude, get it right, bro. Star Wars fans aren't racist. Those are just racist people. Star Wars fans are, in my opinion, some of the most loving, caring, passionate people on the face of this planet, and nice people. You know? I've lived in this fandom since I was 6 freaking years old. Whether it's, you know, at the local comic book shop and talking to like-minded Star Wars people or unlike-minded Star Wars people who still like Star Wars, or it's online, or now this, you know, with millions of you all across the world, seeing your comments and your tweets and this and that. The amount of intel that I have regarding Star Wars fandom is probably more than any Disney marketer or researcher or whatever Lucasfilm person. Especially judging by their poor tweets. You wrote the sequels, what would the plot be? Dude, I would love to just do Heir to the Empire. That'd be a cool plot. Why not? Theory, even if you get demonetized with the size of your channel, you can make huge money on sponsored videos, right? Other people I watch do. I don't do any ads, bro. If you guys haven't noticed, I don't do ads on YouTube other than like Audible. Or maybe like one other thing that like they did like a Seagate one, you know, for hard drives, which I use. I've done Lego. Yeah, that's kind of about it, you know? So I'm not really big on doing ads on YouTube. I'll do ads on Spotify. That's totally acceptable in my opinion. But some like ads on YouTube, not really into it, man. Unless it's something I use, then yeah. And even the ones on Spotify, like they're things that I accept, you know, the things that are like, okay, yeah, this is fine. But even those, like I've been hit with like 6-figure contracts for gambling. I won't do it. Won't do it. Think about it, man. Hundreds of thousands of dollars given to me for gambling, for a gambling ad. I didn't do it. I turned it down. This is the shit people don't know, and they're just like, "No, you're out to make money." It's like, dude, no. If I was really out to make money, I'd be doing some different stuff, man. Like, I'm not. I love you guys. You know, you guys are everything I have, and I'm very happy to be here. And I want to make the best Star Wars content I can. I want to cover Star Wars. I want to make Star Wars stuff. I want to make cool fan films. I'm not here to peddle you guys to different advertisers or you know, like no. That being said, if an ad does come along that wants to be put on my videos or my Spotify that I agree with their ad, I think it's beneficial, maybe something you guys would like. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Yeah, I'll take the money for it and I'll advertise for it too. Sure. If you guys support me and you support the content and the future content that I want to make, absolutely. But when it comes to things like that are questionable in terms of morality, like gambling, if you want to go gamble, do it on your own. You know, I'm not going to peddle that. Even though the money was ridiculous. Would have paid for episode 2, but it's okay. I'll pass. I'll do it another way. You know, I don't want to look at episode 2 and be like, I got this by going against my morals. One thing I have is my word and my boss, and I don't break down for nobody. Sort of. You know what I mean? Wow. I did not see that. I did not look at that. That is weird, bro. What the That's weird. That's weird. Let me show you how small it looks on my end. There's no way I would have seen what that freaking looks like, that thumbnail. Oh shit, I just showed the link. No! Now we're gonna get all kinds of weird people jumping in the stream. Oh, what do we do? Do we end it? Oh no. Oh no! Oh, that was a rookie move. That was not good. Much love from Scotland. What's going on? Oh no. Yeah, Superman returning in Black Adam. Yeah, I'm stoked for it. Any plans for a pink Jag Eyes beanie? I don't think so. I don't think we have one yet. I don't think we're gonna have one. I'm not sure. Everyone adored Second Sister because her character was written far better than Reva. Yeah, dude. Hey. So, the person who did mocap for the Second Sister might be doing mocap for Vader Episode 2. Just possible. Possible. See? Keep it between us. If you do gaming tonight, I'll continue to reach out. Okay, cool, X. I think Rey learning about her parentage and working to restore and owning the name Palpatine could have been compelling. Thoughts? I think Slime Moore and Palpatine having Rey would have been neat. Seventh Sister is a freak? Oh, okay. All right. All right, and clickbait titles. So this is something I see sometimes, right? And I would argue that I've never done a clickbait title because everything that I have in a video has been exactly what the title's been about, and I've talked about it. So I think, there's a certain standard that people put YouTubers on where it's like if a YouTuber makes money or something like that, it's like taking food out of their mouth. How many titles do you see in the world? You want to know clickbait is freaking when Infinity War came out and there was a trailer for it and the Hulk, not as in the Hulk Buster suit, the Hulk was on Wakanda. That's clickbait. You want to know clickbait is that kind of shit done by major corporations making millions and billions of dollars. Not me talking about whatever I'm talking about here, which is in this case is the Reylo movie coming, which indeed is. It's inspired by Reylo and it's coming. Y'all need to chill out with that. Because I'll crack down on you. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. You feel me? Valkyrie, any plans for Pink Jag Eyes? Right, you answered that one. I feel like Disney is going to screw up the Old Republic and the Acolyte show. What do you think? Well, I hope not, bro. I mean, what do we have left here? We don't have much left, The quote, then my pick, LeMayo Super. Right? It's very strange. Will you please cuck me, Theory? Not for $2. Not for $2. Theory, I love you, man. I've been watching this channel for the past 4 years, and you really have made me love Star Wars again back then. I love your channel, your content, and your personality. Well, thanks, Mist. I appreciate that. Mike Zero is a clickbait YouTuber. You know what? Let me tell you something about Mike Zero that maybe a lot of you don't know. He was very nice to me in the beginning. We fell out of touch. We haven't talked to each other in years, but in the beginning when I started my channel, he was a good friend and he was very nice to me. So I have nothing bad to say about Mike Zero, He's always a nice guy. If you guys want, go tell him I say hi. Legit. I wish him the best, man. I hope he's good. Theory, I love you, man. Oh wait, did I read it? I read this. What do you think about Andor? I think it's, when everyone was trashing on Andor years ago when we got wind of it, I was thinking the Andor was going to be absolutely amazing because of the premise that we're going to be following the story of the Empire and taking the story of like Andor and going into a world that we haven't really discovered yet or explored, which is the Empire side. I think so far the show is promising, but I think it's very slow, very, very boring. But hopefully by tomorrow night's episode, which we're going to do the watch party for, it'll be fun because hopefully the heist will happen. We'll just see how it goes. I'm a smome this blunt for Theory, says X Ace, Ash, Nicholas, and Lilyvan, Eris, and Rusty. Shout out to my peeps, always in the chat. Yo, X, hopefully we get a stream going in a little bit on the gaming channel. We'll play a little bit of Black Ops 2 or something. Or we'll do some like funny reactions or something like that. I don't know. I gotta heat up some spaghetti and meatballs, and then we can get on a cozy little gaming stream. So, yeah. Wait, what was that? Throw the chats and theories window are out of pocket. What? Oh, I don't have that one. Damn. Play Minecraft like you said you would. Not COD Theory for real. Man, for years I've still been paying for the Minecraft server. And I'd love to. Geography Geek. He's not just a clickbait YouTuber, though. He straight up lies. He gets a little paycheck every month and has no shame. Damn, dude. What the. Bro. Should George still be involved in Star Wars? Still. Wait. Oh. Where'd he go? No. Ah. Yes, he sold it to Disney, but he still created the franchise and deserves to be involved. Can't believe some people gatekeep him. Yeah, well, they don't. I don't think they want him involved. So, Kendrick, they know the fans aren't ists or phobes, and they don't care. The newer generations will believe anything their R word. They don't know 6'4". I'm not joking. What's 6'4"? They don't know 6'4"? What's 6'4"? Is that like a tactical thing? My guy, you should really go to a college football game down here in the Southeast US. Talk about in a different type of atmosphere. I would love to do some meetups in the US, especially in the South. Hey, I might go to LA next week, or I might even leave in a few days. I don't know. Still on the fence. I just really want to see Horror Nights. I miss Horror Nights. Time to binge watch your Revenge of the Sith walkthrough and get ready for work tomorrow. I see you really struggled with Windu. Just know my business offer will always stand for you. Thanks, Bucky Studios. I appreciate it, man. I don't know what your business offer is, but as you can imagine, I get a lot of business offers daily, and frankly, I'm just kind of tired of them, man. There's always some like half baked scheme and like someone just trying. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, man. It's just like someone trying to like look for a handout or look for me to like promote their shit, and I'm just so tired of it. Like, go make your own thing. Like, I'm not saying that to you. I'm just venting because, like, ugh, God, it's annoying sometimes. It's like, and some of the things that they are trying to push are just so trash, and it's like just to make a buck and like trick people or whatever. And I'm like, bro, what world do you live on that you think that I would endorse this kind of garbage? It's just horrible. So I'm just like, I just have this like negative connotation now whenever people try to hit me up with some business idea. I'm like, I got my thing going, and I'm like, I don't want to take on any more ventures, but unless it's like some crazy profound idea, and if it is, to be honest, I don't need anyone else to do it, right? That's the thing with me is that, and I'm not saying that from a bragging standpoint at all, because I'm very proud of where I've come, and that's because of you guys. But at the same time, it's like, look at Vader Episode 2, for example. It's a $500,000 project that I'm going to be doing myself. No one's helping me. Nobody, not one person, except for you guys with your super chats and your, listening to the Spotify and watching the videos and buying the merch, the join memberships, the Patreon. That's the only way I do it. But at the same time, if I'm not making content, if I'm not active, those extracurricular activities such as Vader Episode 2 and sabers and all that stuff, which cost tens of thousands of dollars, they're not going to happen, So, yeah, that's kind of a little insight, little peek into my world, into my brain. Love your channels, Theory. Been a fan for 3 years now. Also, will there be another Drunk Cobra Theory soon? You three make the best trio. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be good. I'd enjoy that. Yo, it's Pig Step Disc ready to take a fat bowl for Rayla movie. I swear, man, there's like a good percentage of you that probably just like save a bowl for this time on Mondays and you just smoke up and just watch. Do you hear that Alex is indeed the one doing? Who's Alex? He's the one doing it. Doing what? Who's Alex and who's that and what's this? Ugh. We need flexi fit hat. Dude, I talked to them about that. I'm supposed to have a conversation with them again, a call with Spring, and if we're trying to work it out, trying to work out a time. Gonna head to bed anyway. 3 a.m. here. Good night, mate. Good night, Domso. Amen. Amen. Do a meetup in Sacramento, Cali. Never been to Sacramento. Okay, I'm done trolling. Much love, Theory. Also, I'm near Seattle, close to you, so I'm wondering if the smoke has cleared out in your area. Yeah, there's not much smoke anymore. We're good. You guys good? D-Man. D-Man. Damn, currently preparing a gravity bong. Did you know the highest demographic of the channel is 18 to 35? And then after that, it's like people in their 40s. And I think after that, it's like 13-year-olds. So it's like 13-year-olds are like the very bottom or something. And then after that, I think it's like 65-year-olds and up or something like that. So the majority of us here are 18 to 35, and then we're like in our 40s. So I can imagine why y'all are smoking up, I guess. Andrea's 50. Sorry, there was something on my screen. I had to get a closer look. 21, 20, 20, 15, 21, 23, 40, 46, 51. All right, I'm baked. I'm gonna go listen to Pig Street episode. All right, well, go listen to dude. Just before you do me a favor. Go to Spotify right now. Go to Star Wars Theory and listen to one of the episodes there. It's different, bro. It's different than the videos here. It's different. I'm telling you, you will enjoy it. It is very high production. There is a full team there that's like hard at work, changing everything up, mastering the sound of everything, adding different sound effects. It's cool, dude. It's different. Even I listen to it and I'm like, this sounds totally different from what I recorded. Smoke is minimal now. Okay, well, that's good. That's good to know. Good to know. I'm building a Mace Windu themed PC. I DM'd you on Insta about using some of your content in the build. Much love. Oh, bro, I ain't gonna track that down. If you're not like, yeah, I mean, like, what do you mean, like pictures and stuff, like from concept art? It's all good. It's all good, man. Do what you want. I see some of you guys like over the years have sent me messages being like, "Hey, like I want to do like a Lego stop motion or something based on like one of your fan fictions, but I don't want to like steal your idea or whatever." You guys are too nice. If you know how many people like just rip me off on like major YouTube channels, and I don't even mean like other Star Wars YouTubers. I mean like these like corporate ones. Like, anyways, you're all way too nice. Like, if anything that I've made, if you want to do like a rendition of, by all means, dude, have fun. Like, I completely encourage creativity and just having fun with Star Wars. I don't own anything Star Wars. I don't copyright anything Star Wars. So, I mean, no, except for my animations and my fan films. Other than that, if it's like an idea I have, man, enjoy, bro. Like, have fun. Like, I'm like, yeah, please, please. Like, I'm not like that, dude. What's your favorite Cobra Kai season? Episode 1, season 1. Also, I definitely save a dab for the stream. I love Nerd Theory in this channel. Awesome, dude. Well, tonight's episode isn't Nerd Theory. Tonight's episode is my own thing. It's the original live streams before Rule of Two, and where I would just like chill with you guys and stream and have fun. We would just go over like Star Wars news, and eventually that evolved into, you know, Mark wanted me to join Rule of Two because Mark Riley wasn't doing it anymore, and then Mark left, and he's like, you know, you should continue the show, man. Like, maybe rebrand it as something else. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, you know, there's a few different people you can choose from. And I looked at a bunch of different candidates. I looked at Josh, and I was like, all right, Josh, let's give it a shot. This was a few years ago now, and yeah, I enjoyed the vibe, and so I rebranded Rule of Two as my own show and created Nerd Theory. And I did all the art for it. I did everything for it. So yeah, it's been a fun show. It's been a fun ride. But I would say my most fun is doing these one-on-one live streams where it's just you and me. By far. There's nothing I enjoy more. You know, like those streams where we would do the gaming and stuff. Like, I just feel like I connect with you guys on such a different level when it's just me. Much more personal level. Okay. Been a fan for a while now, and although I have a baseball channel, you're a huge inspiration for me. Your content is great, but I also appreciate how genuine you are as a person to keep doing it. You have a baseball channel. That's neat. That's awesome, dude. And thanks for the nice message, man. Is that your baseball channel there? I got an Anakin Skywalker 7-foot board for Christmas. Told my mom I want that. Oh. 7-foot board? Oh, like a snowboard? Wait, what? Like a skateboard? 7 foot? Hold on, I'm confused. Why would it be 7 feet? Remember me? What's up? Theory Talks, come back. Yo, you know what? I might be down for a Theory Talks tonight, where we talk psychology and like, just like relationship stuff. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should do that instead of gaming. Just vibe out, and I could eat my spaghetti on stream. Listen to you guys' thoughts. Yeah, okay. Just go check out Theory Talks. That's my channel where I just literally, it's like these streams, but it's not confined to Star Wars, and we just talk about literally everything. So a big interest of mine is psychology, and like the dynamic in relationships and life and work and everything. So maybe we'll do one of those tonight. So go check out my channel, Theory Talks. There's only like a few videos, but they're always really fun. So yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that tonight. All right. I'm going to end stream. I think we should go do Theory Talks in like half an hour. So yeah. Wait, hold on. Well, I can definitely agree to that. The streams where you play Jedi Fallen Order and got the pizza was some of the best times. I really enjoyed those. And I can't wait until we do it again with Survivor. It's going to be good. It's good. Did you guys find the Theory Talks channel? Oh, damn. You like Theory Talks more than gaming channel? Really? You didn't see those streams? Yeah, they're old, but they're there, man. You're depressed right now? Well, head over to Theory Talks, dude. We'll chat about it. Basically, I created it as a channel where you guys can come and vent your concerns or your problems or conditions, whatever. And we all as a community, it's not like I have the answer for everything, because I don't. I'm just a dude. And I've gone through my own experiences in life and stuff like that. And, but yeah, it's like basically a place where we all chat as a community and circle jerk. I'm kidding. No. No, it's just a place where like we guys and girls, everyone come, just hang out and talk. If you don't want to talk, you just listen, you just read. It's cool. The cardboard persons are 7 foot. Jeez. Should get a 7 foot Grievous. Great. Got a job interview tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good luck, Jim Barbecue. What's the job? The arcade is goated. Yeah, I like my gaming. I like all my channels. They're all different. When will you react to fan film again? I made an animated. I don't know. No, I got skipped. This will be a day long run. Did you get skipped? No, you didn't. Where'd you get skipped? I didn't see you. La, 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 la. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Normally I say some weird, but I love you. You're goated. Never forget it. W3. Thanks, man. Oh, did I skip a few? Yeah, I was wanting to make a poster for myself, only for the moment. Invader Episode 2. Mace Windu returns. Dude, do it up. Do what you want, man. It's all good. It's all good. I don't own anything Star Wars. Like, you guys can, if you want to put like Star Wars theory in your titles and videos, like, what the hell am I? Could you imagine me being bent out of shape over that? No. Believe me, I've had people being bent out of shape over me using different Star Wars verbiage in my titles. It's pretty insane. But yeah, whatever. That's life. I remember you, Pac-Man. I remember you. How could I forget? My biggest nemesis. No, I'm kidding. My biggest arch rival. Hey, Theory, just got 2 Star Wars books. Star Wars Shatterpoint and Dooku. Jedi Lost. Can't wait to read them. I hope you and everyone is in chat has a good day. Hope everyone in chat has a good day too, or night. Landon, check out the Audible version of Dooku Jedi Lost. Fantastic. It's like a whole roster of different actors in there, voice acting, everything. They did a great job. What did you think about the Mario trailer? I'm not feeling Chris Pratt's voice, dude. What? Like, subscribe to Theories Talk. Cool. We'll do a stream tonight then. Always reminding myself that I have never met you. Yeah. Neither have like 3 million other people, 3.3 million other people that subscribe, but we know each other online. Right? Hey, we got George Lucas in chat. Everyone spam GL for a boy. Star Wars has always been the thing that makes me happy, even in my sad days. Yeah. And something that even beyond Star Wars was the Star Wars community when I was younger. It was always really great. And now too. So. And you know, it always bugs me whenever people say like, "Oh, look at y'all spamming GL." It always bugs me when people say like Star Wars community is the most toxic community. It's like, no, you guys are focusing on it. Look, people who say that literally are like just Debbie Downers, people who focus on the most negative of things. And sure, you know, like you're gonna find look, the higher the stakes, the more risk is involved, right? In things. And the same applies with Star Wars. The more fans you have, the more passionate they are, the more toxic you're going to find in that fan base. Right. So Star Wars is like one of the biggest IPs on the face of the planet, if not the biggest, and it's resonated with so many people. So it's going to have so much shit in it too. But that doesn't mean that that's the majority of it. Or that's like what Star Wars fans are all about. That's bullshit. You can't call it that. It's like it's like you're walking in a dog park and you're like, oh my god, there's so much shit on the ground. Oh my god, this is all shit. It's like, yeah, but there's beautiful dogs running around too, and they're like lovely creatures. It's like you focus on that too. You know, there's a nice ocean there. There's a nice trees there. It's like you're just focusing on the shit. And it's like you're thinking the dog park is only a place of shit. It's like it's not. Not at all. That was a good analogy. Clip that. Clip it. Balls? All right. Thanks, Starboy. Appreciate that. Theory, you got to check out the Galactic Contention mod for the game Squad. Okay. You know what I've seen a lot of is the Blades and Sorcery mod. There's a Star Wars mod. It looks pretty funny. Sorry, man. My bad. What do you mean? What'd you do? What'd you do? Read this. Man, you're not going to donate and you're going to tell me to read it? How are you the best Star Wars fan that I don't know? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Blades and Sorcery is badass. Yeah, I want to play it, but I haven't. I haven't done it. What part of Vancouver? Also, when Hawaii? Yeah, let me just give you my full location. Hawaii, let's do... I don't know. Once Vader Episode 2 is done, then maybe I'll have money to put towards like a apartment there. We'll see how it goes. Look, all my money's going into the movie right now and into the sabers. Mainly the movie because that's the most expensive. So. Need a video of what if Raditz beat Goku? That'd be neat. Yeah, I want to start doing some fan fictions. I just really want to finish the manga. So. Party at Theories, yeah. For sure. Then Gohan would have been Vegeta and Nappa. Being with Vegeta and Nappa. Yeah. Which would have been crazy. That'd be like a Luke being with a Vader scenario kind of thing. What kind of sabers using for the film? It's all CGI, man. So besides the mocap stuff. Okay, who wins in a fight? Mace or Mando? Book of Boba Fett? Luke? Oh, that version of Luke? Mace Windu. Mace Windu would F him up. Title of this live stream is misleading. No? What's misleading about it? Go to the very beginning of the stream. Don't just talk out of your bum hole. Seems to be a common thing going on nowadays. People just like to put their keyboard on their bum holes and let their booty do the talking. Ace Ventura style. Do you think Darth Plagueis and Young Palpatine movie with Tom Hiddleston as Redhead Palps and Ron Perlman as Plagueis should happen? No, Ron Perlman is not a good... I don't think he would be a good Plagueis. Plagueis got to be like skinny and tall and thin and have more of like a different face. Well, I guess they could put prosthetics. Maybe. Heck, maybe. Maybe. Congrats on everything you've accomplished. Pac-Man, it's because of you guys that have accomplished anything. So, thank you. Next project after Vader Episode 2, fan-made Star Wars Theory Celebration. I would pay for that. After Vader Episode 2, I'm going to make my own story and make my own book, make my own movie, or make my own comic. Yeah. Ron Perlman, LeMail. I guess you're not a fan. Series Palpatine. River vs. Kylo. Bro, is this what the kind of messages are getting to now? If someone mentions Ron Perlman, I think of Jeremy's video, Ron Perlman destroys Ron Perlman. Oh. He's my crush, but is like me. Doesn't care for being seen. He just wants to do what he loves. Who? Ew. I'm late, so what's up with the Reylo stuff? They're making like an off-brand Netflix thing. Like, they're like basing it on them or whatever. I don't know. What happened to Fast Facts and Movie Bros? Fast Facts is dead. Movie Bros, you know what? I think I might just have to take that channel back for myself because Josh isn't making any videos and I want to make videos. I just want to make videos on it the way I want to make them and I want to just do that. So when I started the channel, I brought him on and we just don't have time to collaborate. He's reached out a bunch of times for me to meet up. I didn't make it happen. I reached out a bunch of times for him to make up. He didn't make it happen. So we just can't seem to meet for like anything besides Nerd Theory. So I'm just going to do it myself. Going to have to remove the bros and just go movie bro. And just start it, you know. I originally wanted the channel to just be me and I like to include my friends into everything I do. But it, you know, if it's not happening, then it's not happening. And you just kind of need to do your own thing. So he's busy with his own stuff and I have my own schedule. So I'm just going to do my own thing then. Yeah, movie bro. Movie man. I might call him Movie Theory. Yeah, movie bro. Back to what he always wanted to be. A movie bro. You should get Lord Callus on the show sometime. Yeah, it'd be fun. I like Callus. Josh was kind of invading this channel anyway. No way. How so? He would come on once a week for the show. You know? And like I said, when I brought him on years ago, it was after Rule of Two. And I just wanted to continue the show in that sense and, you know, kind of like make my own thing, make my own Rule of Two, like what Mark did. And it's been fun. Glad you guys have been enjoying it. So, yeah. But I don't think he's ever invaded my channel at all. At all. Yeah. I want more watch party with you, like Stranger Things, Cobra Kai, everything, which is cool. Oh, like other stuff? Watch party theory? That'd be fun. That'd be wild. Let's see. Tell me it's a joke. Yeah. I would just go to the beginning of the video. It's not It's not Lucasfilm official. The Indiana Jones leaks? There was a leak trailer? No. No. Fair 2 release window, probably a couple years. Couple years. New for a few months, Theory, but enjoy all you do, and you keep me up to date with Star Wars. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what? Thank you for what you bring us. Super busy people. Oh, wow. Thanks, Mr. Beckman. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying the join member art there. That's an old one. Yeah, you guys should be getting the new stuff soon for Vader episode 2. Yeah, probably. Sniffly. It's probably hard having a kid too. Yeah. Oh shit! Maybe that's what it is, dude. Maybe it could be. Who knows? He just said he's not feeling good, so think I'm sick. Sick of Star Wars. Am I coming to Vegas? It's funny. I was thinking of coming to Vegas today, actually. Not today, but I was thinking of it today. I've never been. Never been to Vegas. Can someone explain to me what they're doing? So rewind to the very beginning of the video. Watch Party Theory would be the best channel ever watching new shows and movies. Yeah, I guess. So glad you did a stream tonight. I was missing the Nerd Theory, but dang, I missed the OG streams like we're doing now. Effing love it, and this channel still doing the Theory Talk tonight. Love Josh too. Yeah, we're still gonna do Theory Talks tonight for sure. Yeah, we'll hang out, we'll vibe. It'll be fun. Probably in like 45 minutes once I end the stream or something. I'm just gonna eat some food or whatever. Maybe I'll even bring the food on stream. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, did you guys miss these old streams too? I don't know if there are any like OGs here, like missed, that remembers the old streams like that, but let's get a poll going. Wait. Okay, this thing is way too zoomed in. Yes, your community. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's like everyone says no. Yay! 94% say it. 6%. I hate you. What the hell? 82%. Yay! Food Theory channel win. I don't know, man. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Having a kid is 33% amazing, 33% pure love, and 33% pure shit. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. I clicked no for a chuckle. Well, you know what then? I'm going to have to... Hold on. I'll put you in a timeout, baby. That's what you get. That's what you get. I mean, yeah, the old streams like this were fun. We could like react to some old stuff. We could react to whatever. We could react to like fan films and stuff like that. That'd be fun. Be neat. Yo, shout out to all of you. 624,000 of you in 3 weeks. That's pretty wild. 10 million in 1 year for Vader Episode 2, Mace Windu Returns. Crazy. Crazy. This is still one of my favorite fan films, the Darth Maul Apprentice one. Darth Maul Apprentice. Yeah, let's give this a shot. I can't remember if I watched this or not. Is this Ray Kennick? All right. Okay, well that went way too fast. I didn't read any of it. Wait. Wait, the whole time is it muted? Oh. 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 F's in the chat, boys. Well, can you hear it now? Can you guys hear it now? All right. Well. Guess we're restarting.
I'm fine. The clankers are gone. Maybe. Eyes up. I think you might be right. Seems we got them all, General. General? We have to move on, General. He's gone.
Move on? At my core, I am a Jedi. But I'm also a Twi'lek blind. There's only so much one can suppress. And the emotions aren't just mine. It's ancient memories of past generations I carry in my Lego. There are parts about being a Twi'lek that can make me a better Jedi. And I need to be better. How's your aim?
All right. Nice.
You ready? You're not even trying.
I wouldn't want to hurt you.
You won't.
End of Alias.
General, incoming transmission.
Ayla, sorry to keep this short. We've lost communication with the 182nd Legion. The 501st was dispatched to find them, but they've run into some trouble. The Council needs you to go to Felucia.
Felucia?
Is there a problem?
Oh shit! Right before.
I feel I need to be on Coruscant.
Well, it's Council's orders, I'm afraid. We need our best on this. Master Windu will be in touch once you're on Felucia. Report when you arrive. Kenobi out.
Something's not right.
That was Kenobi? My Kenobi had a mustache.
So what's the order, General?
We go to Felucia.
Oh no. Oh no!
Execute order 66.
No!
No. Good. Soldiers, follow orders.
That was dope. Wait, why is the credit so long? Oh wait, there's a deleted scene.
Good soldiers, follow orders.
I am going to end this once and for all.
You are the chosen one. Ayla, clearness of mind will allow you to see into another's heart.
Bro, it sounds like Dragon Ball Z. I got it. The next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Change the future, you must.
Wait, what?
So what's the order, General?
You're going to the med bay.
Yes, General.
What about Felucia?
I don't know. The Force will show the way.
Bro, if Ayla was on Coruscant, if Yoda and Mace Windu were there. Pretty cool. Really well done. Cool. Cad Bane, Star Wars fan film. Oh yeah, I didn't finish this. I only watched like a little bit of it. We should do like a fan film watch party one day. Do one of those. It'd be fun. Be good. All right. Well, wait, do we get any more messages here? Consider this canon. You got a noise suppression filter that sounds real bad, man. Well, oh well. Welcome to Low Budget Theory. Hey, it's StreamYards, man. It's I'm not on Streamlabs right now. It's StreamYard. They have their own sort of compression software mixed in with my own interface, and I'm sorry if it sounds like shit. Oh no. Just came to say love you, bro. Have a good night off. Have a good night. Off to work I go. Have a good shift, Mason. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for popping in. Popping in. Plagueis. 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 I think Star Wars is slowly dying. No, I don't think it's slowly dying. I just think it's changing, taking a different direction. And I think we just need The Mandalorian Season 3, and we need Ahsoka, and we need Tales of the Jedi, and we need The Bad Batch. Oh. Goofiest Star Wars game? I don't know. It's slowly evolving. Well, it's a subjective question, so that was my answer. Bad Batch included. Love that show after a full rewatch. You know what? It really grew on me too. Like I felt like the ending was kind of lackluster, but I liked the show a lot. It's you know what, with the shows that have all that like filler crap, you kind of don't remember the filler almost in a sense. So you kind of just remember the highlighted moments. That's why it's very important to judge a show once it's fully done. And I'm even a victim of this as well. Not victim, but I need to properly judge a show once it's fully done. But how am I supposed to review a show that comes out every week, right? So it's like you can only judge it based on what you know. Theory talks what time? I don't know. I'm hungry. I want to eat some food. I want to eat some food. Haven't started Andor yet. Do you like it so far? I do like Andor. It's just slow. That's all. It doesn't really feel like Star Wars-y. It just feels like a sci-fi show. I wish I could know no more money, but Bix so fine. Yeah, Bix is fine. Yeah, Bix is fine. Bix is hot. Bix is hot. Yeah. I don't know why, but I really love The Bad Batch. I rewatched the hell out of it. That's great. I like Bad Batch too. Do you need Taco Bell? No, I don't want to blow up my toilet. Okay. Thanks. Andor isn't doing it for me either. Episode 5, painfully boring to me, in my opinion. Yeah. What's with the guns, man? They shouldn't look like guns. They should look like blasters. I wonder if that'll be explained. Feels like Andor could be one of those series that has potential to put Star Wars on the map for high critical acclaim. Maybe Emmys way down the road. Maybe. Please read last super chat I sent. What is it? What is it? You've talked about not caring about gay representation in Star Wars, but feminine character, so your daughter can have a... Hold on, I gotta pop this up on screen because I can't see that. It's too zoomed in. Where is it? Where the hell is it? How far back is this? Is it? Oh, here it is. You've talked about not caring about gay representation in Star Wars, but feminine characters so your daughter can have a role model. Queer kids need role models too. Did I say otherwise? Yeah, look, I don't care if the characters are gay, black, white, Asian, male, female, alien, I do not care what they are or what their sexual preference is or their sexual identity. I do not care. I just care about a good story. I care about a character that's written well. I don't care for any of the other stuff. That's it. It's irrelevant to me. It's none of my business. It's really none of my business what someone's sexual preference is or their identity. I think representation is a great thing. I think it allows people to connect with a character on a different level. But at the end of the day, it is not like if I'm gay and the character that I connect with is not gay, it doesn't make it any less real for me or any less important for me. You know? Like, I've found commonality in female characters. I'm a male. You know? So it'll get to a point where it's like, do we have to have, like, is there like a checkbox that we got to tick off of everything that we got to have in movies? No, I think we should let the characters to, it's like saying, like, do you admire your father if you're a girl? Do you admire your mother if you're a boy? They're completely different gender than you, but yet you admire them, right? They still have done good, or they've done something you admire or you like and you look up to them. I don't think it makes a difference. I mean, so many people are Christians that they look up to Jesus Christ, and I'm sure, there are many females who are Christian or whatever your religion may be. So I don't think it's necessarily all that necessary. I mean, I look up to Ahsoka. I'm a dude. I don't care. Right? So for me, it's I don't know why, like, you're coming from a point of view where you're thinking that I said gay representation shouldn't be in Star Wars. When did I've literally said that I don't care. And I never said anything about gay representation, so you're misquoting me. I said I don't care what the person's sexual preference is, or if they're male or female, or what their race, it doesn't matter to me. And it shouldn't matter. I don't think that's what defines a good character or defines a story. I think what defines this good story or character is the writing, is the struggles that the character goes through. Luke Skywalker could have been black, still would have been the same. He could have been gay, still would have been the same. Makes no difference to me. I don't care. I feel like today's world has such an obsession upon certain things that really have no standing on a person, like on their values as who they are as a human being, but rather focus on their sexual orientation or their sexual preference or their the color of their skin or their gender. Like, these things don't make a human a great human or a role model. Those are just definable factors. Those are just preferences, but they don't make someone a role model, So I think that's what we kind of need to focus on when it comes to storytelling. That's what I think of that. So make your characters gay, make them whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I don't know why this is such a big deal. I don't care. It's just talked about too much, like, just make cool stories, bro. Like, that's just me. Could care less. Could care less what it is or who it is. Just make cool stories. Cool stories with cool characters. So, when I die, I don't want people to say, like, oh, Star Wars Theory was a great straight male, or freaking John was a great black gay guy. Like, I don't think those are defining factors. Like, let it say, like, they were a great human because of these things that they did or those things that they did. They're a great person. They're a great soul. That's what is important. Everything else, there aren't defining factors, really, Anyways, I'm going to go do a stream on Theory Talks. If y'all want to join, I'd be more than happy to listen to you guys and read you guys' comments, and we can all have a great dialogue on whatever you want. Love you all. If you have a great day, I'll see you in tomorrow's video, and of course in tomorrow's watch party for Andor episode 6. So hopefully, they do the heist and it's going to be fun and exciting. Andor handling diverse characters brilliantly. Well, Star Wars handles diverse characters brilliantly. He's got aliens. Doesn't get more diverse than that. So on Earth, we just have humans, and humans like to find weird things to concern themselves over, which have nothing to do with who they are as a human being. It's like, if I'm gay, that doesn't make me a better person. If I'm straight, that doesn't make me a better person. If I'm whatever, it doesn't make me a better. It has zero, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be judged on who you are as a human being, not on your sexual preferences or color of your skin, or like, those aren't the things that make you a good person. Those are just sexual preferences or how you're born or whatever. Like, I have light eyes. Like, does that mean that I'm a worse person than someone who has brown eyes? No, that's just the way I was born. I got fat lips. Does that mean I'm better than someone who has thin lips? No. I didn't choose these. These are these are just visual, physical qualities, the way I was made up. It has nothing to do with me as a person or my soul or like what kind of a human being I am and how I treat others. I think that's really what is a definable quality about a good human being or a role model, right? So, there's so much of a focus on these things today that I think have nothing to do with who you are as a human being, but rather just your, I don't even know how to explain it. Your sexual preference, which really is none of my business. It's not anyone's business but yours. So let it be that. That shouldn't be a defining quality of who you are as a person. That's just what you enjoy in the bedroom. More power to you, man. Do what you want. I think everyone should live in freedom and comfort to be in love with whoever they want to be in love with and do what they want. And, as long as we protect children, protect women, we're good. Protect each other, we're good. Like, what is the obsession over, right? Make a story based on cool characters, good characters. I don't care about anything else. Anyways, love you guys. I'll catch you later. Have a great day.